Previously on the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
It's Friday. You ain't got no job. And you ain't got shit to do.
It's Friday, gotta get down on Friday.
Yeah, and as somebody who was younger and who was looking out for Big Bro at the time.
But he was young. He wouldn't know not to get married.
Yeah, what the hell would I have known at 21 years old?
He was dropping Miami Heat everywhere.
But that's my point. Don't you see that if he would have said to me, hey, listen, I'm dropping Miami Heat. You should be dropping Miami Heat. Let's go drop Miami Heat together. You know, let's go beat Crockett and Tubbs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Turns out there's a Walmart right in my own neighborhood.
Wow.
They got it all.
Yeah, it's like a grocery store, too.
I was able to buy a sex toy in a Walmart.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show is on the air.
The biggest show in ESPN LA history.
A little sabor.
Yeah, I don't think people like being called hack.
You're the güero on the radio.
Giant Mexican, horn section. And
Did you have me on your show to berate me? Is that what you're doing now?
give me a freaking break.
Do you want to know how many times I've talked to Rich Paul about LeBron ever?
Oh, my God. I don't know.
I don't know if that was planned, but that was incredible.
Way to dial it out.
I was waiting for an entrance,
That
you
was
know?
incredible.
Go,
Lindsay.
Vince.
I would say once, and it wasn't even, I jumped into a conversation that someone was asking him about LeBron. Like, it wasn't even me.
Boy, this is ponderous, man. Ponderous.
Scott Kaplan, eat a fat one, bro.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show on 710 ESPN.
The all-new ESPN LA app and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
When I'm on vacation, you can talk all the schwanz you want.
Right.
Midnight in the desert. I'm Art Bell.
We're bigger than U.S. Steel.
Wow, that's crazy.
Bit boy.
Well, you want to woo-woo?
Right now.
Monstrous.
Beto, I don't want to eat that. We did it, Dad. We did it.
You were riding high on the stinger last time.
Oh, big time. So,
Right, that's right. Of course we were.
This is Pepe Mantilla, your Spanish voice of the Los Angeles Lakers. This is the Sedano and Kap Morning Show on ESPN LA. Good morning, Scott.
Rebound trap by the Thunder.
That about sums it up right there for Thunder.
Kason Wallace with it. Top of the key to Shea. 3-point. Good. I don't know how they do it, Michael. The game's close, and then you look up and you're down 17.
uh-oh. Boom, we got trouble. Bing,
Oh, we got trouble, baby.
Oh, trouble.
7:03, good morning. The Sedano and Kap Morning Show begins on a feel-good Friday, not so feel-good today, this 8th of May, 2026. Let's begin, Cappy, talking about the refs for 3 hours right now.
The refs? Really? The refs?
Well, before we get to that, let's just talk about the positives here for a second, okay?
Right. Yeah, I like that. Way to go, George.
It's a good job, Sedano.
Hey, listen, it's Friday. You know, it's been a long week for us, for the Lakers, for the Laker fans. You got to do this Laker game tomorrow on ESPN.
It's on ABC, actually, so we need this to be a good game on Saturday.
Right. It's on ABC. This ain't ESPN or this ain't 2.
No, ESPN matters too, but this one matters a little more. You know what I mean?
the big
Like,
one, man.
Lakers need to show up in this
The
one.
big
But
one,
anyway,
Iger's going to be watching it tomorrow night. That's big.
The big stage. Georgie, I love that you want to come out on a Friday morning and let's get positive. Yes.
yeah,
Yes.
let's start with the positive here.
All right, go ahead.
I thought JJ's game plan in both games was really good. Okay, but let's just focus on yesterday for a second.
All right.
So,
Focus.
Thank you, Pepe. He came out yesterday, and basically the way he was playing defense was, I thought, brilliant to start the game. He basically dared the Thunder's worst three-point shooters to shoot threes. And, Lou Dort started, I believe, 0 of 5, 0 of 4 in the first quarter. And it was working. Like they were in this thing, okay? They were only down 4 by the end because here's the thing. The Thunder just come at you in waves. Mm-hmm. So you just have to be prepared for that. And then, they had some good fortune, right? Where Shea's in foul trouble right away. I mean, he's got 2 fouls in the first quarter. And then in the second quarter, because of that, the Lakers win their first quarter of the series. And they win it on really good offense, okay?
Right.
LeBron was excellent. Rui was fantastic, okay? And Austin looked like Austin again.
Yep.
So I think that in that regard, I felt like there was some positives. I even thought Luke Kennard played very well.
He did for a stretch. He did.
But, to me, that you can build off of that and make this thing at least a little more competitive in L.A. And look, Adu Thero went out there for 6 minutes, and I text our group text. I said, okay, this is either going to go really well or terrible.
Yep.
Okay? Like, there is no in between here.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought it went really well.
I give JJ credit for saying, you know what? Look, we need more athleticism. We need more explosiveness. By the way, without Jared Vanderbilt, we just need more bodies.
Right.
So you know what? This kid who hasn't played very much all year, but it seems like every time he comes off the bench, the first thing he does is go dunking on people when he's completely ice cold. I actually thought it was a smart but risky move to put a young kid into that situation. In fact, I will tell you, George, I heard Beto and Michael in the pregame show, and somebody called and said, why don't we use this kid because he's an explosive player? And Michael was like, oh, no. This kid is not ready for this sort of a stage. And I thought for the short period of time, I thought he made a decent contribution. I didn't think he embarrassed himself.
No, I would agree. I thought he played as well as one could play.
Lindsay, did you say high mark?
Yeah, high bar. Like you're like, well, he didn't embarrass himself. Like it's the playoffs, Cappy.
I know, but Lindsay.
Well, but he's a child. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the difference.
So is
and by the way,
but I mean,
and by the way, and he could have embarrassed himself. He
No
really
question.
could have.
No question.
It could have been a big disaster on Jay. It could have been huge egg on JJ's face. Like, why would you have put that kid into that arena, given his lack of experience?
Right? No, it was a risk, but he had to take it. To your point, and so look, I thought JJ, I feel like JJ has coached his ass off this season. Okay, this has not been an easy lot to deal with this year, with all the injuries. Whether it was LeBron to start, Austin in the middle, and now Luka here at the end. Okay, like this has not been easy, and he has transformed this team multiple times. Okay. Over to be competitive, and now they're finding themselves in a series where, they're just outgunned, okay, if we're being honest.
Yeah.
Right? I don't think there's any shame in that.
No.
Like, LeBron has said it as much. JJ's basically admitted as much. And JJ, I'll give him credit because in the postgame he did, he criticized officiating while also not saying it's the reason they lost, which I 100% agree with.
Exactly. I mean, the officiating, look.
The officiating was bad for both teams because the Thunder weren't thrilled with the officiating either.
But you can complain about the referees all you want.
But you can't complain when the MVP has got 4 fouls and didn't play his normal minutes by any stretch of the imagination.
I mean, in the third quarter, when SGA is sitting on the bench because he's in foul trouble, this was your moment. This was your opportunity. And unfortunately for the Lakers, here's reality. The Thunder are younger. They're more athletic. They're significantly deeper. And they're significantly better. We all knew this going in. So that's why, for those of us that were saying, come on, Lakers in 7, they can do it. That's not based on analysis. That's not based on what you've seen. That's based on what you hope happens. And by the way, there's always hope. I mean, you still got to go out on the floor and you got to play. And you don't know what's going to happen in a game. You don't know who's going to come out. Listen, there was that moment last night where Austin Reaves is running down the floor. LeBron is there. SGA is there. And it just turns into bowling balls, right? And Austin kind of throws down SGA, which, by the way, I loved that Austin did that. The unfortunate part is that LeBron was on the receiving end of Austin throwing SGA, and it looked like LeBron may have hurt his wrist. But I will tell you that we're going to look at Austin Reaves and that number, 31 points, and we're going to go, hey, that's a really great rebound and recovery. But because he gets pushed around and because he is not respected on the floor, the only way to go get respect is to start doing to the other team what they're doing to you. and that's start pushing people around and start throwing
And by the
bodies.
way, despite that number, to your point, because he's getting, and this is what I've told people from the beginning of the season.
Tell me.
You are only as good as your weakest link on defense, okay? And Austin Reaves, unfortunately, is the weakest link on defense. Do you know what Austin Reaves' plus-minus was yesterday, despite his 31 points?
I do know it. It was minus 20.
A team worst minus 20.
Yep.
Okay? And that's why, just, you know, and again, I hate to do this because I think he's really good, okay?
Mm-hmm.
He's just not a max player, okay? We can get to that later. But that's part of my point. You're only as good as your weakest link, all right? So, yes, in theory, if Luka's out there, you know, maybe you win that game. Maybe you don't because maybe Luka's getting picked on, okay, defensively. So we don't really know, okay? You could say that you think you know, but you don't really know because there's two ends of the floor, all right? Now, I thought LeBron did everything he could in that game, okay?
I also thought LeBron exerted a massive amount of energy defensively and early.
Yeah.
Like there were times where LeBron was doing everything he could do to go from one player and then the ball moves and he goes 100% full bore right into the other player, and it's not like they're just a couple of feet away. I mean, he's here, and he got to run out to the three-point line, and LeBron James, I was actually surprised that in the fourth quarter, LeBron actually did have some fuel left in the tank because, George, I'm telling you, you could watch it on TV, you could see it with the naked eye, and you don't have to be a former NBA player to break this down. You could just see the effort that LeBron was exerting on the defensive end, particularly in the second quarter of this game. And
here's where the Lakers lost the game.
Left.
Cappy.
Let me hear.
The Lakers lost the game when Shai Gilgeous-Alexander picked up his fourth foul at the 10:34 mark of the third quarter.
Right.
They hadn't even played 90 seconds of the second half yet, okay?
And he goes out.
Lakers led 65-61 at that point. And right there, I text in our group text, I said, this is their chance.
Yep.
And what happened? They got outscored 32-15.
Yeah, the bench and the I'll call them the other guys, which, by the way, they're loaded. They go deep. We talked about that. Those guys were like, hey, Shai's on the bench. This is where the Lakers think that they're going to come get us. And every one of those guys, names that some people know and names that some people don't know. I mean, this Jared McCain is just this is unbelievable.
Well, this kid was a lottery pick. Philly gave him up for a bag of potato chips, basically, to OKC, which was unbelievable. At the time, at the deadline, everybody, like, people in the NBA were like, what? Why did they do that? like OKC, everybody was like, wow. I mean, good for Sam Presti. But the Philly people, and I don't know did you see what Jared McCain said in the postgame? Like,
no, tell me.
He was on Amazon. Lindsay, you should find it. He actually kind of jokingly took a shot at Philly. It was pretty hilarious.
Okay, but a guy like Jared McCain, A.J. Mitchell, I mean,
I told you at the beginning of the series, you're going to hate A.J. Mitchell if you're a Lakers fan.
And what he did last night, and by the way, I mean, 20 points when he was 0 for 3 from three-point range. These guys, Chet Holmgren, I actually thought, well, Chet Holmgren in game one scored 24 points. You know, I kind of like the idea of continuing to double and maybe sometimes triple Shai and, you know, make Chet Holmgren beat you. No problem. He could do it. He did it again last night.
I mean, the guy was – everyone knew Chet Holmgren was going to be a star, man. Like, that's the thing. Like, they've got so many guys that it's just impossible. It really is. Like, you have to – and think about this. They are playing without their second-best player.
Yeah. George, look, on one hand, you have, and Bergie, we talked about this a lot yesterday, you have your heart, and in your heart, you want to believe. By the way, there's no reason for you to believe. Oklahoma City beat the Lakers 4 straight times this year. We tried. Hey, this game, LeBron wasn't there. This game, Luka and Austin got hurt. This game, neither of them were. We tried. We tried coming up with reasons to believe. So there's your heart over here, and then your head is like, bro, are you serious? Hey, heart, shut up because you're stupid. And that's what's happened here is that Laker fans wanted to believe, even without Luka. Listen, I'll say this, George. If Luka was playing in this game, they still don't have enough bodies. They don't have enough athleticism.
Yeah.
They don't have enough anything to beat this team. You joked around earlier this week, Rocky 4. Adrian says to Rocky, "You can't win." I think to myself, Savannah saying to LeBron, "You can't win, LeBron." LeBron, we love you, and you're giving us all this effort. And good God, man, you've turned a lot of us who were critics into people who have so much more respect for than ever before. You can't win, LeBron.
The Lakers, again, and I hate to beat a dead horse here.
Just say it.
The roster construction, man. They have three. They're three real. I'm not talking about three just players short. I'm talking about three real rotation players short to compete against this team.
Listen, of course. I mean,
like Jake LaRavia is fine in the regular season.
Forget it.
He's fine in the regular season because he's a try-hard guy.
Yes,
okay?
He'll give you effort.
But in the postseason, everybody's playing hard.
Oh, my God. He's a mess. A mess.
Dalton Connect is a wasted roster spot at this point.
On.
Okay? Maxi Kleba is a wasted roster spot at this point.
Absolutely. There's nothing those guys can do to contribute. Nothing.
That's three roster spots, okay, that you're just like, I mean, they're nothing. You know what I mean? Like, zero. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
7:16, and you know what you could have done in these 16 minutes? If you're Austin Reaves, you could have whined and cried, but you could have got a Valvoline Instant Oil Change over the 15-minute drive-through oil change. Visit SoCalOilChange.com for locations and coupons, Jack.
Yeah, okay, now let's get to the officials, okay? Right. Let's start with JJ. So, Lindsay, can you play the first two back-to-back, his takeaway plus the technical and officiate? And before that, actually, the third one says LeBron got clobbered. Is that the one where he talks about that he has the worst whistle?
Yes.
Okay. So do the first two first, back to back. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
And go.
3-2.
It has an error message. Output channel is not configured.
Oh, well, that's not good.
Wow, that sounds like something I'll have no idea.
You know what that is?
Oh, yeah. You tell them.
Are you serious? Coming after us, Jack.
That's exactly what that is.
Okay.
That one isn't on Lindsay. I must.
All right,
say.
no, it's fine. It's still annoying, but
it's horribly annoying. There's you could hear the sound of me issuing a memo to the home office in Milwaukee saying, "Hey, Milwaukee, get that cheese out of your mouth and fix this." They're just going to blame the Russians too.
Yeah. Hey, George. Before we get to this audio, we'll get it re-racked.
Yeah.
Listen, I understand why people want to blame the refs. I do. I understand.
Well, it's a very natural fan reaction.
Of course it is. And I listen, JJ in that technical early in the game, I felt like he was a baseball manager who was about to get tossed because he's trying to get his team fired up.
No question about it.
Right?
That is absolutely, because here's the thing, like, it's so early in the game and it's Jackson Hayes. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like and by the way, there was like easily multiple calls that went OKC that didn't go OKC's way already prior to that.
Yeah.
Like both teams had plenty of issues with the officials, and rightfully so. But, like, it was so early in the game to do that that it was definitely he was pulling a Billy Martin or a Tommy Lasorda. You know what I mean?
He talked after the game about how big guys like LeBron don't get calls because smaller guys have all these theatrics. That was the
He's
word
right
he
about
used.
that. He is right about that.
He is. But he's
Shaq
also
dealt with that, too, in a lot of ways.
Right, but when you use the word theatrics, what made me laugh about that word in the post-game press conference was he must have had that word in his head when he thought about his own theatrics early in the game by getting that technical foul. Look, you can blame the referees, and that's fine. You want to criticize the referees, that's also good. You want to show certain examples. If you're Austin Reaves and you felt like a referee was disrespecting you, I thought on that particular jump ball, I was like, what is going on here? It reminded me of like when you're watching hockey players and they're about to do a face-off and the referee won't drop the puck because the guys are hitting each other's sticks or guys are coming into the circle. And I was like, what is this referee doing? But you cannot look at the referees and think this to yourself. If you're a realist, you cannot look at the referees and go, if the game were officiated better, the Lakers would have won. Is there anybody out there that will tell you if the game was officiated differently, the Lakers would have won? Is that really, really why the Lakers lost? You can be upset and frustrated, but come on. Listen, James Worthy said it after game one, and he said it in a very exasperated way in the postgame show on Spectrum. He said, they're just too good.
Right.
You're looking at a team in Oklahoma City, and maybe those of us, George, you last year, you were on top of it. You said they were going to win the championship. A lot of people said, nah, they're not ready yet. They're not only ready to win last year, they're ready to win another one. They're ready to go on a run, a real run.
Right. And the only team I think really standing in their way, as currently constituted, eventually, is the Spurs.
Because there are only two guys. There's Wemby and there's Chet. Those two guys, if everybody could get one of those kinds of guys, we'd be having different kinds of conversations. But there's Wemby and there's Chet. They're both 7+ feet tall. They can both shoot. They're athletic. And we got breaking news.
We do.
I think we fixed it. So go ahead.
Oh, okay, great. Well, let Cappy
news.
finish his point then.
Well, I'm only saying there's only two of those guys.
Yeah.
And
right
the Lakers
now,
don't have
one
of them.
The Lakers have one of the bottom center rooms in the league. We've been talking about this all year. DeAndre Ayton was lost yesterday. Okay? Lost.
He was due for a bad game, right?
I mean, yes, of course.
Listen, you get what you pay for. He's an $8 million guy. That's what you get. Listen, if ever there was a time to prove that the Lakers don't have real centers, DeAndre Ayton and Jackson Hayes against Chet Holmgren.
And Isaiah Hartenstein.
And the I-Man. Yeah, the I-Heart. Isaiah Hartenstein.
Yeah.
That brother can play. And he's 7 feet tall, and he's 250 pounds, and he's a beast out there. And he's your number two guy.
Right.
Listen, think about that. If I told you that Jackson Hayes and DeAndre Ayton were going to play 2-on-2 against Hartenstein and Chet.
Yeah, the game would be over quickly.
Right. They'll get annihilated.
Right.
That's the problem with the Lakers roster. Now, you can talk about needing other guys and needing more length and needing more athleticism and youth and so on and so forth. The problem is the center position. That's it.
Well, there's multiple problems. We'll hear from JJ. We'll hear from LeBron. We'll hear from Austin on the other side. How about that?
Good.
Let's do that. And Cap, why don't you tell us about something the Lakers need? One of those emergency medical kits, man.
Hey, listen, every home needs a medical emergency kit. I'm holding it up for you right now. And when you open this thing up, you're going to find out that all the medications that you might ever need are right here inside the medical emergency kit. You may need amoxicillin at some point. You may need a Z-Pack. And you say to yourself, well, okay, I've got a sore throat. Or my ears are killing me. I'm super nauseous. I don't feel good. Which one of these medications in the medical emergency kit should I even be taking? That's when you go to the guidebook. And in the guidebook, you go to the part, you go, hey, it's my ears, or it burns when I pee. I don't know, whatever is happening in your life, dude. And then you go inside the guidebook, and it will tell you, hey, given your symptoms, this is the medication you should be taking. And then you get better quicker. That's the whole key, right? I take my medical emergency kit with me everywhere I go, because why would I leave it home and then go on the road and get sick? Imagine you're going on a summer vacation this summer and you get sick along the way and you got to get a prescription medication and you got to get it filled in some other town. You don't know where to go. You don't know who to call. It's a whole headache. You get a medical emergency kit. Every home should have at least one. And if your kids are in college and they live in the dorms, the frat houses, the sorority houses, they need one too. Here's how you get yours. You go to urgentcarekit.com. This is such a genius idea. urgentcarekit.com/710. urgentcarekit.com/710. You use our promo code 710. You're saving $45. Every home needs one. You should get it today. urgentcarekit.com/710. Use the code 710. You're saving $45 on the medical emergency kit.
Thank you, Cappy. 7:24 on a Friday. When we return in 2.5 minutes, guess what we're going to do? We're going to hear from JJ and continue to talk Lakers Thunder. Reaction Friday, Jack.
This is the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
For Mother's Day, I'm taking Mom to brunch at Morongo. I'm letting her pick up the tab. Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
Treat Mom like a queen at our sparkling wine brunch in the ballroom. Mother's Day, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m.
Number 2.
Melt Mom's stress away with the spa day at Sage Spa.
And the number 1 reason.
Show Mom a special weekend with the Casita, because Mom deserves her own private plunge pool. Book before we sell out.
Morongo, good times.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. Next time you're at my home away from home, LAX, look up. You'll see the future of travel in action. It's the all-electric Skylink train. It's now testing, and trust me, this is a game changer. What does it take to build a champion? It takes round-the-clock preparation. And soon, Skylink will connect you to the airport terminals, the new rental car center, and LA Metro. From practice to prime time, the LAX Skylink. Fast, free, and built for LA. In testing now to help you skip the traffic later.
Sedano's gonna take care of your mom.
It's Sue, and on Mother's Day, I show up for Mom, and here's how. With over 270 quality proteins for under $10 a pound, Wild Fork is my go-to for everything I need to make her day special. All my mom's favorites are priced low 365 days a year with no coupons, no promos, no middleman markups, and no gimmicks. What you get at Wild Fork is just more quality food for less cash. So this Mother's Day, skip the crowded restaurants and make something special from the heart. Make your Mother's Day special at Wild Fork. Find a Wild Fork in SoCal near you. WildForkFoods.com.
Evan Cohen here. In life, as in sports, the pros make it look easy. That's why pro golfers like Jason Day, Ben Griffin, and Patton Kazire trust the pros in lawn care. True Green. They have the experience and expertise to give you a lawn worthy of the PGA Tour. And since True Green does the work for you, you get more free time, or more tee times. So stop stressing over your lawn and start loving it. Sign up now at TrueGreen.com, because nobody makes it easier to get a golf course quality lawn than True Green, the official lawn care treatment provider of the PGA Tour.
Harry Douglas here. PayPal is now the official peer-to-peer payment sponsor of the NFL, which means all the money moments that fandom creates, whether splitting tailgate costs or chipping in on tickets and game day food between friends, are covered. Wherever the game is played or watched, PayPal moves with fans. You can send money through text, email, or directly to friends with eligible accounts on Venmo. Just download the PayPal app and share all the moments that matter. Account with PayPal is required. Not available in all regions where PayPal operates.
Hey, this is Rich Eisen. You're starting your day with the Sedano and Kap Morning Show on ESPN LA. Don't forget my show. The Rich Eisen Show is coming up this morning at 9 on 710 ESPN and the all-new ESPN LA app. Now, back to the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
Oh, we got the talkback still playing. Good morning, 7:28. It's a Friday, and we're making some mistakes, just like the Lakers last night.
Not that many.
Not that many. Cappy, back on this day into 2021, the number one hit, The Weeknd and Ariana Grande, Save Your Tears. Yeah, Austin Reaves, save your tears, you little weasel.
Oh, wow. Wow. You calling Austin Reaves a little weasel?
Well, he's not going to be here next year, so.
Yeah, he is.
Oh.
I wouldn't. So if you're going to. This is you, bro. You shoot from the hip way too fast.
You think he's going to be here next year?
Of course he is.
After 2 years of bad playoff runs?
Well, hold on. 2 years of bad playoff runs? What are you talking about?
He sucked in the playoffs last year.
Yeah, but let me ask you.
Oh, you're going to defend him for this year?
Yeah, I'm going to defend him for last night. I mean, what a recovery. This is a guy who went 3 for 16 from the field. He went 0 for 5 in game 1 from three-point range. Yesterday, he improved his shooting percentage from 3 for 16 to 10 for 16.
Who are you, Steve Mason? You're just going to give me stats?
And I'm going to tell you this. He went 3 for 6 from three-point range. So those are important stats. He's the leading scorer last night. Where are the Lakers without Austin Reaves last night?
They're still losing the game.
Right, but they're losing it by like 60.
So what?
Someone else would have scored those points, no?
Oh, you think so? Like who?
LeBron.
You know, you're right, Lindsay. LeBron would have scored last night. 54, I think, would have been the number that he would have scored. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm not here to beat up on Austin Reaves. He deserved to get beaten down on his terrible, terrible game 1 performance. It was awful across the board. And when he's terrible.
That is awful.
I think that people will tell you he was awful. But last night, Austin Reaves made a massive turnaround.
All right, let's hear from JJ, because we didn't do that in the first segment.
All right.
Well, you know, I talked about it a little bit yesterday, them being +9 in the non-shade minutes, and then, you know, in the second half, we just got blitzed. 32-14, 7 turnovers. They shot 14 free throws during that stretch. So we got to, we'll look at lineups, we'll look at everything, try to figure out how we can be better in those minutes. Yeah, I sarcastically said the other day they were the most disruptive team without fouling. They have a few guys that foul on every possession, and all the good defenses do. SGA gets like I don't even know, a touch foul, I guess, on the drive. There was a stretch where 4 straight possessions, our guys got absolutely clobbered trying to make an entry pass to Jackson, and Jalen Williams is grabbing his jersey with both arms. That's a turn. They're hard enough to play. They're hard enough to play. You've got to be able to just call it if they foul, and they do foul.
Listen, I told you this in the series. Before the series started, I said they're going to really piss you off because they are super physical and they're handsy, and the refs can't call everything.
That's it.
It's just the reality of how they play. It's like a defense in the NFL.
Right.
That is super aggressive.
Penalty. Yeah.
And the refs aren't going to call holding on every
Right.
play in the secondary.
Absolutely.
You know
Right.
what they're
Listen.
calling it? You know what they're calling it? There's a phrase for it now.
What's that?
Oh, yeah.
They're thunderstruck. That's all. That's just how they play.
Hey, but you might as well, if you're Oklahoma City, you might as well play as physical, and you might as well throw hands all over guys, grab jerseys, yank them around, and let the refs call it. And if they don't call it, you got away with it. Every single play in the NFL, there is a holding penalty. And it doesn't get called every single play. In fact, it gets called so often that you're like, hey, ref, stop. Enough already. Let him play. And that's what the refs did last night for the most part. But you know what JJ says, George, and you can just hear that he's in some ways, he understands the reality, which is they're hard enough to play as it is.
Oh, yeah, right.
Hey, refs, do you understand these are the defending champs? This is likely the 2-time MVP back-to-back. They're as deep as anybody. They're young and they're athletic and they're physical. They're hard enough to play as it is. Can you help a brother out and make a call? You ain't getting that call, man.
Listen, the officiating crew was not very good yesterday, and that's the reality of it. But they were bad for both teams. Like this notion that the Laker fans were the Laker fans have. There's a difference of five free throws in the game. 5. It wasn't like OKC. And by the way, the Lakers have in the regular season, the Lakers got nearly 500 more free throw attempts than anyone in the sport. So they got a lot of calls during the regular season.
Yeah. George, do you think, though, that if the officiating was better overall, because it was inconsistent, it was weird, it was bad, overall, do you think that the Lakers could have won had it been? No. Okay.
See, that's the problem. And that's why it's not worth complaining about the officiating, because you can complain all day long and you can bitch and complain about it all you want to. But I'm just here to tell you, unfortunately, it doesn't really matter. They could have officiated that game perfectly, and every Laker fan would have gone, that was a well-officiated game. I really thought it was great. LeBron got to the free throw line, etc. They still cannot beat this team. The Lakers, this group of Lakers, and without Luka and his scoring, you take that off the floor. This group of Lakers, unfortunately, has no chance of beating that Oklahoma City team.
Well, and especially you can't turn the ball over 20 times against them.
And give up 26 points off turnovers.
You can't.
It was the storyline coming into the series.
That was another thing we talked about going into the series. They are the team that scores the most points off turnovers. They are going to force you into mistakes.
This team is too young. They are too good. They are too deep. And the Lakers cannot keep up. And let me tell you something else, George. Even a guy like Alex Caruso, who kind of grew up in the Laker organization, and LeBron, in many ways, raised Caruso.
He says as much. Yeah.
Right. And the same way that LeBron raised Alex Caruso is very much the same way he said, oh, we don't have Caruso anymore? Well, that kid right there, Austin Reaves, he'll be my new Caruso. And he's not the same player, Reaves. Reaves is the better
Reaves
scorer.
is a much better offensive player,
right. And
Caruso was a much better defensive player. Right?
But here's the thing. Even though Caruso has love and respect and admiration, I am sure, for LeBron James, You know what he does not have when it comes
he is
to LeBron
bodying
James?
his ass the whole game.
No fear.
Yeah.
No fear at all. And even, do you remember the one point during the game where LeBron is, because it was McCain, I believe it was on the free throw line, and LeBron and Caruso were jawing back and forth. And LeBron is saying, we're showing the clip right here on YouTube. Every call, man. And he's saying, and Caruso's going, I don't care. And LeBron's going, well, I don't want to hear that. And hey, LeBron, we understand your greatness. We understand your longevity. We understand what you mean to the game. But it doesn't mean that while I'm on the floor with you, I'm going to bow down and bend the knee. Sorry, King. It don't work like that. Not now. Not anymore.
Caruso ain't going to get down and knock on that hard wood for him like I'm going to right now. Real quick, 60 seconds, we'll get back to Lakers. Sedano. Let's talk about our friends at Hernandez Wholesale Flooring.
Yeah, our boys, Steven and Carlos, the crazy Hernandez brothers. Listen, it's springtime in SoCal, man. Sun's out, guns out, and you're still on those same old floors? Come on, man. Make a power move with Hernandez Wholesale Flooring. They have millions, I repeat, millions of in-stock options. Hardwood, laminate, tile, waterproof vinyl, carpet, even the turf for the outdoor like I got. All ready to go. No waiting on spring sales. Just true wholesale pricing every single darn day. Family owned, 3 generations deep, winning on price, selection, and service. Extra savings for first responders, military, and veterans. Plus, you get price match. So this spring, upgrade your whole vibe, man. Hit the showroom right off the 5 freeway next to the Commerce Casino, or check them out on the web at HernandezWholesaleFlooring.net. That's HernandezWholesaleFlooring.net. Hernandez Wholesale Flooring. No games, no gimmicks, because no spring sale beats wholesale.
737, homeboy.
But, George, I mean, you gave them credit for 3 quarters. Like, what's to say that they can't just fix what they messed up in the fourth quarter?
Because it's not about them.
What 3 quarters?
It's not about them. No, it wasn't 3 quarters. It was like a half and change.
Yeah. I mean,
into the third quarter, we'll say.
Well, yeah, about a minute.
Also, every time LeBron was out, they struggled to communicate.
No, when LeBron's out, they're a disaster.
Right.
I mean, for the most part.
I know he can't play the entire
So, like,
game.
that's the reality of it. Yes.
Yeah. When LeBron is out, there are times when you look at the lineup and you go, wait a second. Jake LaRavia, DeAndre Ayton, or Jake LaRavia, Jackson Hayes, Marcus Smart, and you're like, I mean, I don't even recognize these guys. And hurry up, please. Get LeBron back on the floor. Like, think about how desperate you are that they can lose SGA to foul trouble for, like, practically the entire third quarter, and the rest of the Oklahoma City Thunder are like, no problem. We got this. I put in our group chat last night, Oklahoma City's better without SGA. Now, I was hoping to get the reaction that you gave me, which was the laugh, but it's how crazy is that? I mean, the Lakers don't have Luka. Are they better without Luka? I don't think so.
Yeah.
Can the Lakers survive without Luka? Not really. I mean, yeah, they beat Houston, but who cares? You cannot compete against this team with the roster that the Lakers have, and I'll just add this to it.
Yeah.
Even if Luka were 100% healthy, yeah, he'd be scoring 35 points. Doesn't mean that they would win.
Yeah, he'd still give up a ton on the other end.
They just have too many guys.
The games would be closer, so at least at that point you have a shot, maybe. But I mean, it's not a guarantee you're winning any of these games.
George, they've lost 6 straight games to this team this season. Yeah. During the regular season, we all heard the stat going into this series. They had lost 4 games during the regular season by an average of almost 30 points. Right. Yeah. So if they're 30-plus points better during the regular season, why would anybody think that all of a sudden the Lakers could somehow close the gap, not just to make it look competitive so that you only lose by 18, that you could actually win the game? Yeah. And you felt it in the third quarter when they had the lead and SGA was on the bench. You're like, they got to extend the lead right now because the avalanche is coming.
Okay. Here's Darius Soriano had this. He's a big-time Laker blogger. Okay. I saw this on Twitter yesterday. The bench group without LeBron and Marcus Smart, okay? So when they went to the bench, when it was basically like Kaysen Wallace and OKC had like Kaysen Wallace and Jared McCain and like one of their other bench players or whatever. Caruso maybe, right? Yeah. So against Austin, Luke Kennard, Jake LaRavia, Rui Hachimura, and Jackson Hayes.
Mm-hmm.
They were a minus 13 in 4.5 minutes. 4.5 minutes, to your point.
That's how it happens. They just swarm you. JJ used the word blitz. They blitz you. They're coming from all angles, and they're all good.
Well, and that's what I told you. They're great at defending the paint, but they're also great at getting out to the 3-point line. They're just to your point, too young, too athletic. This team is not constructed to beat this team. It's not. Maybe they get a game. LeBron can, have a vintage performance. Austin can play his best game. They need to play a perfect game to win a game in this series.
And by the way, winning a game, like that's kind of the way we came into this thing going, can they win one game? What would make you happy? Well, here you are now down 0-2, and I don't know anybody that can make a compelling case as to how the Lakers could win any one of these games against this team. And I don't know about the rest of you guys, but my mind starts already going towards, well, how do you eventually get there? How can you eventually build a team to beat a team like this? Because, again, I go back to the NBA Finals last year between Oklahoma City and Indiana. Both of those teams were 10-11 deep. Do you realize that when you look at last night, how many guys played significant minutes for Oklahoma City? It had to have been 9 or 10. I'm talking guys that are playing in nearby double-digit minutes. 18, 31. Isaiah Joe played 9. So, okay, he didn't play that much. Not that he's an important part of it all.
He's a laser. Like he shoots threes really well. Now, he did not do it yesterday, but in game 1 he did.
But they've got guys that are playing like significant real minutes. Luke Kennard last night gave you significant minutes, and he scored 10 points, and he was 2 for 3 from three-point range. And it's like, bro, shoot the ball, man. Just keep on firing away. And he doesn't, or he can't. But this team, you can call it roster construction. The bottom line, the Lakers do not have enough talent to compete with Oklahoma City. They're too young. They're too athletic. They're too good defensively. They're too deep. They're too much.
Oh, but the Raps. 7:42.
The Raps, for sure.
When we return in 3 minutes, we're going to take a little break from the Lakers. We're going to cleanse the palate, and Bergie's going to get out the organ as the Dodgers get ready for the weekend with the Braves in town and many bobbleheads this weekend, too. But first,
by the way, I am disappointed, like in the sense of the way that I think the smart Laker fans, like the people, like a lot of the guys who are, on those big blogs, they get it. They understand they're outmanned. But I'm surprised by some people who I generally like their analysis normally, even as just fans on Twitter. I'm blown away at how just subjective they are, how they can't be objective about this matchup with this team.
I'm going to jump in the YouTube chat because we got a lot of miscreants in the YouTube chat going, oh, it's the refs, man. It's the refs.
If you think it's the refs, then you literally are watching the game with purple and gold glasses. Like
That's what they're doing.
Just not objective.
That's what they're doing. But you can take those purple and gold glasses and go to SeaWorld, Cappy.
Damn right. Summer is calling. And right now, you got to lock in on the early savings. SeaWorld San Diego is awesome. Listen, we were there twice last year.
I showed up and surprised you once.
It was awesome when you did. And Lindsay last year getting on the roller coaster and doing a live video from the roller coasters. There are some really great roller coasters. But honestly, when you go to SeaWorld San Diego, you want to take the plunge into that brand new shark encounter. It opens on May 22nd, so it's not too far off. You're going to come face to face with jaw-dropping sharks, and you can actually even feed the sharks. It's going to be wild. I can't wait to do it this summer myself. Then there's also great shows where a lot of laughs with the sea lions tonight and the all-new Dolphin Adventure Show, which is packed with energy and some really, really amazing things that you're going to want to see for yourself. And all summer long, SeaWorld is bringing the party with concerts like the Yin Yang Twins, Soulja Boy, Paul Wall, Skillet, and more. So,
Skillet.
Listen, Skillet. You're going to have a great time this summer. By the way, all those concerts are, they're part of your park admission, so that's really cool, too. So, Tickets start at only $59.99, but these are early savings. They're not going to last long. So grab your tickets now, SeaWorldSanDiego.com, SeaWorldSanDiego.com, and make this summer one to remember. SeaWorld San Diego. Open your world to something amazing.
Thank you, Cappy. 7:45 on a Friday. When we return, Bergie's going to get out the organ. We'll talk some Dodgers baseball, then back to the Lakers at 8 o'clock on LA's only local sports morning show, the Sedano and Kap Morning Show on ESPN LA.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show. We'd like to thank our founding partner,
LAX, Los Angeles International Airport, where change is in the air. Learn more at lawa.org/ESPN.
This is the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
At Uline, they know firsthand the road to success is an uphill climb. Uline started in the family basement, and through hard work is now North America's most trusted shipping and industrial supplier. They get what it means to have the support of reliable, hardworking partners. So they keep 41,000 items ready to ship. Whether your company is still in a basement office or expanding cross-country, Uline will be there on your road to success. Visit uline.com.
John Ireland here, and when it comes to vodka, I like a winner, and Blue Ice Vodka delivers. America's largest potato vodka. Double gold rated, just 64 calories an ounce, and made from Idaho potatoes. Clean, smooth, no additives. Blue Ice Vodka. Vodka with standards.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. Next time you're at my home away from home, LAX, look up. You'll see the future of travel in action. It's the all-electric Skylink train. It's now testing, and trust me, this is a game changer. What does it take to build a champion? It takes round-the-clock preparation. And soon, Skylink will connect you to the airport terminals, the new rental car center, and LA Metro. From practice to prime time, the LAX Skylink. Fast, free, and built for LA. In testing now to help you skip the traffic later.
Waba Grill is an LA original, so we've got to keep it real. Real fresh with our Asian-inspired menu that's grilled to order every time. Real quality with our marinated proteins like hormone-free chicken, ribeye steak, wild-caught salmon, and shrimp. Head to Waba Grill for $5 happy hour, weekdays after 3 p.m., and try our new Chili Crisp dumplings, paired with a premium or beverage drink, like our delicious Thai tea, both for only $5. Only at Waba Grill. It's for you.
Coverage and content of the 2026 NBA playoffs on ESPN LA is presented by Pechanga Resort Casino. Play your perfect combination at Pechanga Resort Casino, official Native American resort and casino of the Los Angeles Lakers. See for yourself what made readers of Newsweek and USA Today name Pechanga the best casino outside of Las Vegas. Visit Pechanga.com for more information. We are back in 1 minute with Bergie's Oregon on ESPN LA.
Evan Cohen here. PayPal is now the official peer-to-peer payment sponsor of the NFL, which means all the money moments that fandom creates, whether splitting tailgate costs or chipping in on tickets and game day food between friends, are covered. Wherever the game is played or watched, PayPal moves with fans. You can send money through text, email, or directly to your friends with eligible accounts on Venmo. Just download the PayPal app and share all the moments that matter. Account with PayPal is required. Not available in all regions where PayPal operates.
You know the rush when you reach that goal, when something you've worked for pays off. That's success. At University of Maryland Global Campus, we believe you should never stop chasing it. That's why we offer a skills-based education that helps move your career forward. Learn how to apply emerging technologies like AI and data science. Build your leadership and critical thinking skills. Apply now and save with no application fee. Classes start May 13th. Learn more at umgc.edu. Certified to operate in Virginia by SCHEV.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show, presented by Call Jacob and Jacob Emrani.
The new phone number, 800-345-6789.
My guy, your guy, Cappy's guy, the great Jacob Emrani.
800-345-6789. With a new phone number, 800-345-6789.
Yeah, like Patrick Surtain became Patrick Surtain, like that.
This is like Joe Theismann became Joe Theismann.
Joe Theismann, right?
Yeah.
Denzel Washington is actually Denzel.
Denzel,
Yeah.
right?
Tony Dorsett was at one time Tony Dorsett.
All
Yeah.
right.
All right, let's stop.
All right, 7:50. This weekend, the Dodgers are back home. Hold on, let me get the organ music.
Bring it out.
Time for Gregory Arthur Bergman. He hosts the Blue Review weekday mornings at 6:30 a.m. with Marcus Grant. He knows all things the boys in blue. Take it away, Bergie.
The Dodgers. So the biggest news that's coming out for this weekend is that Mookie Betts is going to be in Oklahoma City, and he is going to do 2 rehab games, Friday and Saturday, and could possibly be back Monday into the lineup. So that's huge, huge news for the Dodgers.
So Mookie's going to Oklahoma City as the Lakers are coming home. He can't even see the Lakers get
Right.
pounded on.
Yeah, they're going to switch. Yeah, exactly. Because Mookie goes to a lot of games, too.
Yeah,
so
right.
He's going to be in the opposite side.
Yeah,
He can be there on Monday. They'll be home. So depending
Well.
on what time their game is out, obviously, on Monday. But so this brings up a lot of different questions now. So you have Alex Freeland, and you have Hesson Kim, and you have Santiago Espinal and Miguel Rojas that play second base because he's going to immediately go be the everyday shortstop. So now the question is, what happens to those 3 guys? Do you send down Hesson Kim? Do you send down Alex Freeland? Do you DFA Santiago Espinal? It just really is going to change a lot of things for this lineup. And really, it's about who Hesson Kim going down probably makes the most sense, even though I think it's the wrong move. Because he's not going to play as often as you want. They want to give Alex Freeland as much of a runway as possible. And he is starting to play a little better. Started in Houston. So between Alex Freeland and Hesson Kim, they want him to play every single day, and they can't play every single day if Mookie's playing shortstop. So somebody there is going to have to go down. And the thought of DFAing Santiago Espinal is easy, but then you still have to make some kind of move because one or both of those guys are going to be sitting on the bench when Miguel Rojas is in. So to me, what makes the most sense, send somebody down, probably Kim, even though I think he should be up, and just go from there.
What was the story on how Espinal got to the Dodgers? Because this is his first year with the Dodgers. Right. Berg, do you have any recollection of how he came?
He's a journeyman. He's been around a bunch of different places. I think he was with the A's. I think he was with the Nationals. But he just came around. He's about 31 years old, and he had a great spring training, just consistently getting hits. The thing is, he's a right-handed bat off the bench, and so when you have a left-handed pitcher that comes in late in games from the bullpen, Espinal would take over at second base or shortstop or whatever it happens to be. And you have one of those guys. So that way, because left-handed batters are Alex Freeland and Hesson Kim, you need the balance.
Yeah, I would say that Espinal, looking at his, very short Dodger tenure of 18 games and 27 at bats, like there's your odd man out. Like you needed him for while you needed him. You don't have Tommy Edman. All of a sudden, you got a situation with Mookie, so he serves a role. But you just once you get Mookie back, and even when you get Tommy back, you don't need the guy.
No, you don't. But at the same time, he's somebody that it's a right-handed bat from the infield, which they can do. Or I guess that's Miguel Rojas. So that's the easiest move. But that doesn't change the fact that somebody between Hesson Kim and Alex Freeland are not going to get at bats.
Okay, well, I mean, that's part of the deal when you have a team loaded with a lot of big names. Like, that's part of it. Let's move on, speaking of big names, to Blake Snell. What's the story there?
So Blake Snell has one more rehab assignment with Oklahoma City, and then he's going to come back. And now Tyler Glasnow was injured, left the game in the second inning in the game on Thursday. And so whether he goes on the IL will depend on what happens, because the back end of the bullpen, or back end of the rotation of Roki Sasaki, Justin Robleski, and Emmett Sheehan are going to be somebody's going to have to move out of that spot too, depending on what happens with Tyler Glasnow. But Blake Snell should be back after one more rehab.
And tomorrow night is Blake Snell bobblehead night at the stadium, and the bobblehead is as ugly as he is.
Well, now wait a second.
What?
Wow, dude.
Emily calls it beef stew.
When you say ugly, you mean like he's facially unattractive?
Well, I think we've all said he's not an attractive man.
Oh, I
don't
still
think we've all said that, actually.
I don't
well,
find
that's a
him
big
to be...
Emily on Mason and Ireland bit.
He does lack a chin, but
Mason and Ireland at noon each weekday.
I don't want it in my eyes.
Exactly. You don't want it in your eyes, Cappy.
He lacks a chin?
yeah, he doesn't have a chin.
You mean like the inability to put a pillow in a pillowcase kind of situation?
Yeah.
Like where you can't get your chin down?
There's like a drop off there. So
oh, really?
Yeah.
I've not
Look at his
noticed
side
that.
profile.
Oh, well, hey, Blake, you know what, man? I think you're a handsome fella. How about that?
Yeah, me too. The Dodgers are going to face
The
best team
Dodgers
in the National League, Bergie.
Yeah, they're going to play. So the Braves have been looking really, really good, but they do not have Ronald Acuna Jr., and that's a big part of that. What makes
How long is he on the IL for?
So it's a hamstring, so it's anywhere between 2 and 4, 4 and 6 weeks.
What do you mean? It's an 8-week injury.
It's
8 weeks.
We talked to Dr.
Depends.
Clapper yesterday. It's a grade 1, so it could be shorter. So
grade 1, okay.
Yeah, so he's
grade 2 like Luka.
Yeah, grade 2, longer, 8 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he should hopefully
3-2.
So he'll be back pretty soon, but at the same time, or hopefully, 3-2.
So Chris Sale tonight, right, against Emmett Sheehan?
And he's been fantastic. He's a really good pitcher, and Emmett Sheehan really needs to show
Yeah,
that he's
Chris
better.
Sale.
He's good.
Still really good. Yeah.
Right. Hey, breaking news. Chris Sale's a good pitcher.
Yeah, he's been fantastic this year, but basically what I'm
He's
getting
got to
at.
be like juice or something. I mean, come on.
Whoa!
Oh, God.
And now we're just accusing people of juicing.
Wow.
Somebody's ugly, somebody's juicing.
What is going on here?
Well, he's not an attractive man. I mean,
I just think it's, like for Chris Sale to be doing what he's doing at this age is just like,
I mean,
incredible.
we've seen athletes
You're right.
bigger, stronger, faster
You're right.
over this. I mean, there's a lot of guys in
You're
in a
41
lot of
years
sports,
old.
Yeah, right.
who
Does
are
it apply-
playing
does it
well
apply to
into
him?
their late stages
I
of
take it
their
back,
of their
Chris
lives.
Sale. Chris Sale,
Wow.
I commend you.
She
I don't
takes
like
it
the guy.
back.
I don't like the
going
guy. Okay?
after him.
I don't like him.
I don't like him. He's got to be on the sauce.
I didn't call him.
Why
ugly,
don't you
though.
like him? What happened? What did he do to the Guardians?
I mean, they've never. I mean,
When he was with the Red Sox? Did he beat the Guardians up or something?
There was a history. There's a little bit of a history with the Gardens. I just don't like the guy because
he was with the White Sox too, right?
Yeah,
Before that?
and the Red
he
Sox.
did the thing with the scissors and he cut the jersey.
Oh,
and
the
stuff.
jersey,
Like,
the
just
City
kind of
Connect.
seems
He
like a
hated
jerk.
that. He is a little bit of a hothead.
Yeah.
He's one of those guys that, like, if he has a bad inning, grabs the bat and beats up the cooler in the in the dugout. You know,
like Milton Bradley back in the day.
right?
Oh,
Kind of
yeah,
like that.
Bradley.
He is a hothead.
Milton
There is
Bradley
that.
was crazy.
was
By the way, he's
insane.
37. I mean, Chris Sale's 37. We see a lot of pitchers.
I mean, how old
Pitch
was
deep.
Kershaw? You know what I mean? Last year,
Yeah, he was 37 also.
How about Verlander? And
right? Verlander's like 40,
I think he's
and
44.
Max Scherzer's like
Scherzer.
41.
Verlander though hasn't had a good year in like 3 years.
Yeah, but Scherzer, but they're at least competent. You know what
And
I'm
they're in
saying?
their 40s. This guy's
and they were in their
37.
40s being competent.
Okay, I take it back, Chris Sale. I just think you're kind of a jerk. That's all.
Okay, then that's different. You can
All
think
right.
he's
That's right.
whatever
He
you
has a
want to
chin,
think he
though.
is. Yeah.
He has a
Hey.
chin. How do you know? You can't even
Look
see
at
it
his
underneath
side
that beard of
profile.
his.
Yeah.
yeah, Blake Snell
Hungarian
should
heat coming
he
fast
should,
tonight.
He should grow a beard. That would help.
It would help. Look at James Harden without a beard.
Look at me without the beard. Oh, Maron.
And you know what? What he should do? He should make sure he gets something for mom. Okay, on Mother's Day. Okay.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
listen, you
give
better
it
be-
to mom.
You better be thinking about mom right now. Okay, because I'm here to help. You know. What is it? What am I supposed to be doing with mom?
You're talking about Books. Let me tell you
Oh,
something.
taking
right
care
now.
of mom.
Books,
Right,
yeah.
but it doesn't matter. It's still taking care of mom.
Sedano's going to take care of your mom.
Right, exactly.
By the way, you
Georgie.
better text Angela on Sunday.
I will send something.
Send her a text with a picture of just the trousers.
By the way, the video that you did the other day where you're walking through the office
with Books, right?
Oh my God, is hilarious.
Yeah.
And I ordered my Books for my mom too, and they're being delivered tomorrow. As a matter of fact.
And listen, mom does everything for you, okay? So you got to take care of her. She did everything all your life, still probably does a lot for you. So take care of mom. Mother's Day matters. You got to get it right. Easiest way is Books, man. Short for bouquets. Go to Books.com, BOUQS.com. Use the promo code ESPN because we're going to hook you up with 25% off. Books aren't just any flowers. Cut fresh from the best farms. Bigger, brighter, last way longer, man. Send a vibrant, happy bouquet or step it up, okay? Get a monthly subscription, Jack. Keep the happiness coming month after month for mom because when she smiles, you know you got it right. Look, it took me 2 minutes, guys. I picked the bouquet, set the delivery date, and done. You better get on it. It's Friday already, bro. This is last-minute stuff now. So go to Books.com. Promo code ESPN, get 25% off. With that 25% off, you can get some for your wife, your aunt, and your grandma, too. Because if you hadn't gotten for mom, you're sure as hell probably hadn't gotten for the rest of them either. So go out there, go to Books.com. Mother's Day is May 10th. Don't wait. We are in the last-minute zone here. Go to Books.com. Use the code ESPN for 25% off. That's BOUQS.com. Promo code ESPN. Books, promo code ESPN.
Thank you, Sedano. We approach 8 o'clock at KSPN Los Angeles, a Good Karma Brands radio station. When we return, we'll reset the A topic, as we like to say.
The refs.
The refs. ... And Cappy's going to be like, oh, Austin Reaves, he's so good. We're back in 3.5 minutes from right now. So
Sedano's going to take care of your mom.
Hyundai gives you America's best warranty on every new vehicle. It includes a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty, plus 24/7 roadside assistance. That's peace of mind from Hyundai. And these days, that's priceless.
Now, get the Hyundai Tucson for 0% APR for 60 months, plus 0 payments for 90 days. Visit your local Hyundai dealer. Offers end June 1st. Call 562-314-4603 for details.
This is the Doctor in the Dugout with Dr. Alan Byer, presented by Hoag Orthopedic Institute.
I'm often asked about people who suffer their first back injury, think they've pulled a muscle in their back, and they don't stretch enough as far as their back is concerned. So when do you seek care from a doctor when you've sustained a back injury? At Hoag Orthopedic Institute, we like to tell people that the most important thing is to watch and see if that back pain is radiating down your leg, causing any numbness, causing any weakness, or any bowel or bladder dysfunction. These are surgical problems usually and require a more urgent visit to the emergency room rather than waiting to see the doctor. If none of these signs are present, it's safe to wait it out, rest for a few days, and seek medical care from your doctor within a week or so. Hope that helps. Keep stretching your back. If that doesn't get better in a week or 10 days, that's when it's time to seek the orthopedic specialist. Hope this keeps you on the field, and keep listening. We'll be back soon.
Keep listening for more on the road to recovery right here on 710 ESPN.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. Next time you're at my home away from home, LAX, look up. You'll see the future of travel in action. It's the all-electric Skylink train. It's now testing, and trust me, this is a game changer. What does it take to build a champion? It takes round-the-clock preparation. And soon, Skylink will connect you to the airport terminals, the new rental car center, and LA Metro. From practice to prime time, the LAX Skylink. Fast, free, and built for LA. In testing now to help you skip the traffic later.
Yeah, we're just a couple of guys messing around. That's what we are.
Pizza Hut is bringing the heat with their new hand-tossed crust. Crispy and golden on the outside, soft and fluffy on the inside, finished with buttery garlic parm seasoning in every bite. And right now, grab a large pizza with any 3 toppings for just $11.99, delivery or carryout. When you're hungry for big flavor, keep the Pizza Hut coming with the $11.99 large 3-topping deal. Order now at pizzahut.com or download the Pizza Hut app.
Limited time offer. Additional charges for extra cheese and toppings, stuffed crust, and original pan.
Smalls here. What if you could enjoy the flavor of a cocktail without the alcohol? Meet RK Zero Proof, a pioneer in the alcohol-free spirits category that delivers bold taste and a warming sensation, but with 0 alcohol, 0 sugar, 0 carbs, and 0 calories. So you can celebrate with friends, unwind after a long day, and wake up tomorrow feeling great. It's all the ritual of a drink without the regret. Discover RK at rkbeverages.com. That's ARKAY beverages.com. RK, the spirit without the alcohol.
Progressive knows there's no one more important to your team than your pet. They're like your top draft pick.
And it looks like Chuck has selected Pepper the Corgi. Bold pick there, Deborah.
Yeah, Rich, Pepper has a high ceiling for sure, but he does have a tendency to bark at every tree.
Yeah, he brings a lot to the table, but also takes a lot off of it, especially when it's been left near the edge.
Nothing left to do now but suit him up for the dog park.
Protect your top draft pick from injury and illness with Progressive Pet Insurance. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers. Not available in all states or situations. Covered subject to policy terms.
You're hanging out with the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
Oh, Dion.
George Sedano.
LA, baby.
Scott Kaplan.
What's up, LA?
What's up, LA?
Hey.
More Sedano and Kap
So we're going to get back to Lakers this hour, the 8 o'clock hour on the Sedano and Kap Morning Show, brought to you by Angelica's Insurance. Every team needs a strong defense, and Angelica's Insurance has got you covered. From auto and home to business and life, they build a plan just for you. Even DUI and SR22 coverage to get you back on the road fast. Visit angelicas-ins.com for a free quote today. Angelicas-ins.com, Sha.
Yeah, all right, listen, let's take a listen. Obviously, the officiating is a big storyline today. While we don't believe it is the reason they lost this game, I thought the officiating was terrible for both sides. I mean, the MVP barely played in stretches of this game yesterday. But let's hear JJ again, Lindsay, specifically the one about the officiating.
Yeah, I mean, I sarcastically said the other day they were the most disruptive team without fouling. I mean, they have a few guys that foul on every possession, and all the good defenses do. SGA gets like I don't even know, a touch foul, I guess, on the drive. There was a stretch where 4 straight possessions, our guys got absolutely clobbered trying to make an entry pass to Jackson, and Jalen Williams is grabbing his jersey with both arms. That's a turn. They're hard enough to play. They're hard enough to play. You've got to be able to just call it if they foul, and they do foul.
All right, now let's get to the LeBron part of it. Go ahead.
Well, he gets clobbered on that one, with Jalen Williams coming over trying to block the shot when he spun baseline on Dort. That was in that stretch as well. LeBron has the worst whistle of any star player I've ever seen. I mean, I've been with him 2 years now. There's, again, the smaller guys, because they can be theatric, they typically draw more fouls, and the bigger players that are, built like LeBron, it's hard for them. But he gets clobbered, and he got clobbered again tonight a bunch, and that's not like a new thing. That's not specific to this crew or this series. He gets fouled a lot. That doesn't happen. I mean, guy gets hit on the head more than any player I've seen on drives, and it rarely gets called. So.
He's right about that part of it. I mean, LeBron and Shaq, I've always said for, as long as I've been doing this, which is now, God, a long time.
You're old, man.
I am. It's
Not
been
me.
It's nearly
Not
30
me.
years in put like 25 plus. But
Not
nonetheless.
me. Young man.
Shaq and LeBron, I've always said, get the worst whistle because they're too big, too strong. Now, in Shaq's case, this was a game at the time that was still played more in the post, obviously. But I remember, and Laker fans, I'm sure, could attest to this too, right? Like, I remember being around Shaq in post games, and the cuts and the bruises and like the stuff that he would have to deal with was insane. LeBron is similar to that, except he's more perimeter oriented, and I think that makes it even probably more difficult to officiate than even Shaq was at that time. So I would agree with that part of it. LeBron has been getting the short end of the stick officiating for most of his career, much like Shaq did. But, look, the reality is this, too. Like, they are going – like, if I were listing the reasons why the Lakers lost that game, officiating would be –
down low.
It would be on the page, but it would not be anywhere near the top.
No, it would go like this. Oklahoma City's players are better. Oklahoma City has more players. Oklahoma City has now championship pedigree. Oklahoma City has no fear whatsoever of the Lakers or of LeBron. Oklahoma City does not respect the Lakers. Why should they? There's nothing that the Lakers have done at any point during the season to earn their respect. I'll keep on going. I mean, they've got a deeper bench. They're more athletic. They're longer. I keep on going. But the referees are not the reason they lost. If you want to complain about the referees, if you're Austin Reaves and you feel like a referee disrespected you because he yelled in your face about where you were lined up on a tip, okay, you felt disrespected. And I think Austin Reaves' point, and we can hear the soundbite about if I would have said to the referee what he said to me, he teased me up. But, guys, that's not why they are losing to Oklahoma City. Oklahoma City can shoot the ball. Every guy on the team can drain it. Every guy on the team can go long range. They've got two monsters at the center position or at the forward position because, they list Chet as a forward. They got monsters. The Lakers don't have that. And the Lakers just don't have enough bodies. When a guy like Jared Vanderbilt can't play, not that he's your savior, but he's a body. He's a pulse. You need that.
Well, if he's just a pulse, like, can't you put anyone in there if that's all he is?
No, but he's a good defender. He may be limited offensively, but he is a high-level defender, and you don't have enough of those in this series. And look, we'll get to Austin here in a second because I do want to hear what Austin said in the postgame. Let's play that real quick.
I felt like I was respectful to all of them all night. I mean, there's a million times in the past I've said way worse stuff. And when we were doing the whole tip ball, when they were switching spots, I wanted to get on the other side because they had a guy on the other side who was just trying to keep an advantage. And he turned around and just yelled at my face. I just thought it was disrespectful. The whole time that was going on over there, I don't think he said much to them. I think he stepped in and said something. But at the end of the day, we're grown men, and I just didn't feel like he needed to yell in my face like that. I told him that. I wasn't disrespectful. I told him if I did that to him first, I would have got a tech. I feel like the only reason I didn't get a tech is because I knew he was in the wrong. So, I felt disrespected.
You know what I would say to Austin Reaves? Hey, bro, you played a really great offensive game last night. You made a huge recovery from an awful performance in game one. But, brother, this whole notion of the disrespect, these guys are trying to officiate a game. Whether they do a good job or a bad job, that's another conversation.
What's wrong with what he said, though?
Just disrespect. I mean, you see these players in these refs' faces all the time. They complain about everything. They're constantly screaming and yelling at these guys. Where's the disrespect? I would say this to Austin Reaves. Worry less about the referees and how they're respecting you or how you're taking it as disrespect, and keep playing ball. Like, don't let the referees get you out of your mindset.
And I did, and I think that's a big part of it.
Well, I'd also say that, again, and I'll reiterate what I said in the first hour, and I've said over and over and over again this season, you're only as good in the playoffs as your weakest link on defense. And he, in this series, is the weakest link.
Look, you want to blame the referees today, guys? I say go for it. Blame the referees. That's the problem. And if you're J.J. Redick, you tell me, George. If you're J.J. Redick and you're going to the podium after the game and you're saying the things that you're saying about the referees, are you trying to get the referees in Game 3 to get LeBron to the line more?
There's no question.
Right.
I mean, listen.
He's planting the
Pat
seed.
Riley, Phil Jackson, all these guys did that forever. That's what you're supposed to do in those press conferences.
You plant that seed to the referees. Hey, I think your refereeing sucks. I think your officiating is terrible. I think LeBron James, the greatest player of the generation, is not getting what he should get, which is calls, and he's getting hit in the head with forearms, and you need to put this man on the free throw line. There was a shot last night where LeBron drained a shot, and the whistle blew, and LeBron was going, okay, and one. And they said, no, we're calling off the shot. Because
that's a bad call. I'd love to. You know what? I'm going to text Monty on that call.
Oh, that's nice.
You see, now you got to.
Monty
Kiffin?
Monty McCutcheon.
Oh, Monty McCutcheon.
Yeah, no, Monty Kiffin.
Oh, no, Monty McKiffin passed away, didn't he?
No, I think Monty.
Are you killing people again?
I don't think his name is Monty McKiffin.
No, Monty. Never mind. Let me read this. LAFC is back at BMO Stadium this Sunday. Hey, BMO, May 10th for Mother's Day. The Black and Gold take on Houston. Tune in at 5 p.m. for the BMO Countdown to Kickoff, hosted by Mario Ruiz. The Mario Show, followed by the LAFC pregame show at 5:30, leading up to kickoff at 6 p.m. Catch it all on the all-new ESPN LA app, your home of LAFC.
Monty
that
Kiffin
play I'm
passed
talking
away
about
in 2024.
It is a final.
Wow.
Not Mick
R.I.P.
Kiffin, Monty Kiffin.
It's Lane Kiffin's dad.
Right, that's right. George, the play I'm talking about, we're watching it again right now. LeBron hits a shot, 5 minutes and 39 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. LeBron hits this shot, and LeBron is saying to the refs, "Come, put it down, and one." And the refs called a foul off the ball, and the shot did not count. And to this, Bergie, what were our things yesterday? We had reasons to believe yesterday. We'd come up with several reasons to believe.
Win a quarter from Geeter.
Geeter wanted the Lakers to win a quarter. They won the second quarter.
Michelle Smallman said that Pluto was in retrograde.
Right. So we're now grasping for straws here. Pluto's in retrograde. We didn't even know what it meant, but it sounded like something cosmic and a reason why the Lakers should wind up winning one of these games.
Tim McMahon was about the pregame prayer.
Oh, the pregame prayer was the best of them all. I mean, he informed us about the pregame prayer at Oklahoma City and that the Lakers should just pray, 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 right? And so that was a good one, yeah.
And then we had Austin Reaves 25-plus points.
Yeah, which actually did happen. So you won a quarter, which actually turned into winning the half, and Austin Reaves scored 25-plus points. But listen, now the only thing we have left, because there will be no pregame prayer at the Lakers on Saturday.
Hey, I'm going to start one.
Okay, well, I think that's a great call. You should do that. But the only thing we have left is that dog on TikTok. That's all we got left.
The Corgi.
Yeah, in terms of hope. Because remember, that dog shot the first ball, Oklahoma City, second ball, Oklahoma City. And the dog has the Lakers winning games 3 and 4 and defending home court. That's the only hope Laker fans have left. Because if you're a realist at any level, and by the way, if you are a realist at any level, you're not blaming the referees today. If you are a realist at any level, your eyes tell you the truth. And the truth is, the Lakers do not have enough to keep up with this team.
So,
But
George,
the dog says he's going to win.
What, as far as the refereeing,
The corgi is still in play.
Right.
Yes.
We're still watching it. We're watching him right here. Game 1 and Game 2 go to Oklahoma City. 3 goes to here. Watch us. We're watching on YouTube.
I've seen it. Yes.
Okay.
I've seen
Now
it.
it's 3-1. It's 3-1 Oklahoma City.
5, 6, 7.
3-2. Right. 3-3.
Right. He has LeBron coming back, and the Lakers coming back from a 3-1 deficit again.
All right. That's our only hope left.
And Lindsay is full of hope. All of us Laker fans are all saying, like, yeah, it's going to be a sweep.
They kept it close enough, long enough for it to, like, once they get back on home court, like they always say that a series doesn't start until, somebody loses on home court. And all they did so far is defend home court. And I think that the Lakers played both games better than expected. Obviously, they fell apart later in the game, but I just don't understand why everybody's just so defeated and deflated.
Because don't you remember during the regular season when LeBron had a comment about we don't have what it takes to finish games, to go the full 48 minutes? I don't remember exactly at what part of the season it was or what had just happened to get him to make that statement.
Yeah, but that was also when they weren't playing well together collectively. Like,
right,
that was in the middle of a bad stretch.
But he was right then.
But he's
about
right
what's
now,
going
too.
on now.
Right, yes.
You see what I'm saying? Like, what he said back then actually applies to right now. They didn't have what it took to finish games back then. They had a brilliant March where Luka scored 600 points and they went 15-2. But when you get to this point of the season, now LeBron's words come back to haunt you because sadly and unfortunately, what he said back then, he was right.
Oh, it applies now. There's no doubt.
Right.
So I have a text out to Monty McCutcheon, who is the head of the officials for the NBA. Was a long-time official. You may remember last time we had one of these, I believe it was a Luka Doncic play.
Traveling. I thought he was traveling.
You thought he traveled, and he told us he did not. You actually, right, you were saying Luka got away with a travel.
Yeah.
And he explained to us in great detail via text as to why it wasn't a travel. He also said that he was using me as an exemption to a normal rule, which is he doesn't normally like to respond to people who reside in much better weather than him.
Where does Monty live?
So in New York. So I have said to him, hope you're well. I know you normally don't like to help those who reside in better weather, but I assume that's not an issue in May. And then I asked him, what can you say? What can I say about the play with 5:38 to go in the fourth quarter? What can you say about the play with 5:38 to go in the fourth quarter? LeBron looks to get continuation, does not get continuation.
So with the whole Luka Doncic thing, it was all about the gather. This play with LeBron, he gathered, was going towards the basket. He was taking extra steps and then shot the ball. There shouldn't be any reason for that not to be an and one.
Well, we'll find out what he says.
Yeah.
But what was the call, though?
The call was the basket counts. The basket did not count, rather.
Right.
And it was 2 free throws.
No. But what was
on the side? It was not.
Yeah. What was? I'm trying.
Oh no!
I'm
Wait.
asking,
Oh no! I'm watching here. Right. Basket counts. Ball on the side.
No,
is that what they
basket,
said?
basket
did not count.
Ball
Right.
on the side. The foul was on the floor.
Yes, I'm looking for what the foul call was. So if we were to replay it, guys, I know you guys played it just a second ago. But if we were all watching, I'm trying to still figure out what did they call? Like, who was the foul on? Was the foul on Austin to LeBron's left, or was it to Kennard? I'm trying to figure out who they actually called the foul on, because LeBron was saying, give me the basket and put me on the line, and JJ is
who's guarding LeBron in that play? I can't see it. Just
Case and Wallace.
Then it's on Case and Wallace for fouling LeBron. But they're saying that
I'm looking
it
at
all
what the
happened
official
before.
call was. Case and Wallace personal foul.
I can't believe that this basket didn't count. Now, again, if you want you had their MVP sitting on the bench for the entire third quarter, and
you got outscored from. He went out, to your point. 10:34 to go in the third quarter. He picked up his fourth foul. 10:34. So you have less than 90 seconds into the second half. He picks up his fourth foul. He goes to the bench. The Thunder then go on a 22-4 run.
Right. There is your problem. You can blame the refs. You can blame anything you want to blame. You can tell me that that Austin Reaves is a bad defender. You can tell me that Luke Kennard doesn't shoot enough. You can tell me Jared Vanderbilt's soft because he couldn't come back and play. Anything you want to say.
But isn't that just basketball? Like, it's a game of runs. Like, I mean, it just doesn't. It just seems like some of these examples of the runs all in the Thunder's favor. It's not like completely out of the question for the Lakers to be able to go on a run. They went on runs too. Like,
Lindsay, the YouTube chat really is appreciating Lindsay today because she's delusional.
No, I'm not.
I love her. It is delusional. And
She's
I love
giving
it.
the Lakers fans in the YouTube chat what they want.
There's a big difference between these.
I just think you guys are ridiculous to completely count them out. I really do.
To count them out?
Right.
Yeah.
This is where.
Wait. So are you saying that they can win 4 out of 5?
I don't know. I think
on
it could
what
go
planet
7.
is that going to happen? In Space Jam 3?
Yeah, I have one other question for Lindsay. If there was Luka on the team, but there was not LeBron on the team, would you still have this level of bullishness?
No, absolutely not.
All right, it is Mother's Day weekend.
Sedano's going to take care of your mom.
We've talked about the flowers, but how about the massage?
Oh, yeah. Listen, the reality is this, man. You need to get that massage, okay, for Mother's Day. Because give it to me one more time, Christopher. What am I going to do for your mom?
Sedano's going to take care of your mom.
Right, because Mother's Day's coming up.
My mom,
Yeah.
you're going to text her.
Yeah, and trust me, don't wait until the last minute on this one. Guys, we are already there. We are knocking at the door. You are getting to the finish line here. You better get this done. Look, I took my wife to Burke Williams to the day spa, and honestly, exactly what we needed. She loved it. I loved it. One of those, why don't we do this more often kind of moments. And we had a fantastic time. Listen, guys, here's the secret. You can go together, and you can take advantage of this too. Okay? That's what I did, all right? I went in there and got a massage. I went in there and did the sauna, the dry sauna, the wet sauna. I got a cold plunge. So I'm helping you out here. You look great while also getting the benefits of this thing too, all right? We're talking massages, facial, full-on spa days, whether it's something simple and relaxing or going in with the full reset experience like we did. You can choose from curated packages or even grab a gift card so she can pick exactly what she wants at one of the 9 Southern California locations for Burke Williams. Because let's be real, moms do everything, and this is your chance to give something back and really take care of her. And you can do it too. You can be there too. It'll be romantic. She'll love it. And look, it's not just the treatment, it's the whole experience, the spa, the amenities, the atmosphere. It really feels like you're taking care of her the right way. And you can take care of yourself. So don't overthink this one. She relaxes, you win on multiple levels. Visit the website, BurkeWilliams.com, to take care of mom. Burke Williams, ESPN LA's official recovery partner.
Thank you, Sedano 825. On Mother's Day Friday. Take care of mom, man.
Sedano's going to take care of your mom.
And we're going to take care of more Lakers talk on LA's only local sports morning show. We're back in 3 minutes from right now.
The Sedano and Cap Morning Show. We'd like to thank our founding partner,
Cadillac of Beverly Hills. Cadillac of Beverly Hills. Experience luxury at the top of its game. Visit CadillacBeverlyHills.com.
This is the Sedano and Cap Morning Show.
Hey guys, the regular season is wrapped and the NBA playoffs are finally here, and there's no better way to cash in on the high-flying hoops action than Prize Picks, a preferred partner of the NBA. Every bucket, every dime, and every win means more when you're playing on Prize Picks. So don't pass up your next shot with Prize Picks and get $50 instantly in lineups when you play your first $5. And right now,
It's the Do It Live 2026 NBA Finals Sweepstakes. Pick live squares during NBA playoff games, and you can win a trip for two to the NBA Finals. To enter, you just make a $5 lineup with at least one live NBA player pick during any part of the 2026 NBA playoffs. Live player picks are picks made after a game is already in progress. So do this. Download the Prize Picks app today and use the code CAPPY, K-A-P-P-Y, to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code CAPPY, K-A-P-P-Y, to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, a preferred partner of the NBA.
It's Sue, and on Mother's Day, I show up for Mom, and here's how. With over 270 quality proteins for under $10 a pound, Wild Fork is my go-to for everything I need to make her day special. All my mom's favorites are priced low 365 days a year with no coupons, no promos, no middleman markups, and no gimmicks. What you get at Wild Fork is just more quality food for less cash. So this Mother's Day, skip the crowded restaurants and make something special from the heart. Make your Mother's Day special at Wild Fork. Find a Wild Fork in SoCal near you. WildForkFoods.com.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. Next time you're at my home away from home, LAX, look up. You'll see the future of travel in action. It's the all-electric Skylink train. It's now testing, and trust me, this is a game changer. What does it take to build a champion? It takes round-the-clock preparation. And soon, Skylink will connect you to the airport terminals, the new rental car center, and LA Metro. From practice to prime time, the LAX Skylink. Fast, free, and built for LA. In testing now to help you skip the traffic later.
828 Top Athletes, Big Moments, One Night, the OC Sports Awards, hosted by Travis Rogers. June 18th at Angel Stadium. Celebrate greatness and be part of one of Orange County's premier sports nights. Get your tickets now at the OCSportsAwards.org. We're back in 1 minute from right now.
Chris Canty here. PayPal is now the official peer-to-peer payment sponsor of the NFL, which means all the money moments that your fandom creates, whether splitting tailgate costs or chipping in on tickets and game day food between friends, are covered. Wherever the game is played or watched, PayPal moves with fans. You can send money through text, email, or directly to your friends with eligible accounts on Venmo. Just download the PayPal app and share all the moments that matter. Account with PayPal is required, not available in all regions where PayPal operates.
Evan Cohen here. Game day brings the excitement. Your stay should feel just as memorable. With Marriott Bonvoy, official hotel partner of the NCAA and U.S. Soccer, you're connected to a portfolio of brands designed for how you travel. Some offer complimentary breakfast, others give you room to spread out, space to stay productive, or extended stay comforts. So whether you're a traveling fan or part of the team, Marriott Bonvoy celebrates the moments that live on before and after the game. Marriott Bonvoy, where game day checks in.
You're hanging out with the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
I have a crooked pole. Some guys have that crooked pole, okay?
George Sedano, Scott Kaplan.
Usually I have straight poles. I had a crooked pole.
More Sedano and Kap right now.
$8:30, good morning. The Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
Oh, Enrique.
Well, today, May 8th, Enrique turns 51 years old. Enrique Iglesias. Oh, he does look good, yeah.
I mean, his dad. I mean, that was a handsome fox for a long time.
Oh, yeah.
A fox. He's a fox. I mean,
him.
women of all ages throwing their panties on the stage. Julio, he might have been like 80 years old still. What do you mean, just women?
Oh, I'm just throwing my panties up there, too.
Right, exactly. I take those skims right off.
I'm
By
wearing
the way,
skims today.
I decided to go see the miscreants in the YouTube chat.
Oh, they're insane.
Are they insane?
I
mean, there's like, I'm going somewhere else because I don't want to hear what you guys are saying about the Lakers anymore. No.
They want us
Come
to
on.
be state-run media and just tell you,
Listen,
oh, no.
if you want cheerleaders, okay, then go wherever else you want to go. Okay, I'm not going to argue with you. I am not paid to make you feel better. I am paid to tell you what I see. Okay? That's the reality of this.
And he's paid handsomely, too.
I mean, whatever, I guess. But the reality is this. Nobody here is going to tell you that it's raining when there's some potential bodily fluids, coming down. You know what I mean? Like pipes are bursting. You know what I mean? And like shoes are falling on you.
I wasn't sure. Quack, quack, man.
No,
My
no quack,
goodness.
quack. The kids need to hear about it.
Yeah, they do.
Well,
don't
and
they?
I used a medical term there.
Yeah, very nice.
By the way, speaking of miscreants that are delusional,
Mm-hmm.
producer Lindsay Baseball and Gregory Arthur Bergman got into it in the break-in here. I had to tell him, guys, don't throw that stuff at each other.
About what?
I mean, Lindsay is convinced that the Lakers are going to win in 7.
I said I think it could go 7. I really do. I think they're winning tomorrow. 100%.
You and the corgi.
Right. And then she compared it to Toronto and Cleveland, and then Bergie lost it.
I said Toronto was clearly the better team.
No, they
and
weren't.
the Cavs won.
No, they were
You
not.
said that yourself, George.
No, I did not.
Get angry at him,
Listen,
Lindsay.
I
Get
did
him.
not.
Get him,
All I
Lindsay.
said about Toronto was they're a tough-ass team.
Yeah,
they
they're-
play
and the
really
Cavs
tough
aren't. They're
defense,
soft like
and that is a
Sherman.
tough place to win. So don't mischaracterize what I said about that series.
I think that after watching that series, I think that there is a similar talent disparity between Toronto and Cleveland.
No way.
Have you seen how they've played?
Lindsay, the Cleveland Cavaliers have Donovan Mitchell, James Harden, and Evan
what has
Mobley, who's
James
the
Harden
reigning
done?
defensive player of the year. What are we talking about
What
here?
has James Harden done? He's had more turnovers.
Yeah, good.
Than made
Well,
free
that's
throws
your
the
fault
entire
for trading
playoffs.
for him. You know what I mean?
Hey,
Not a
I
winning
didn't
player.
make that
Told you
trade.
that.
I didn't make that trade, but you know what? Darius Garland would have been sitting on the bench with his 9 toes, so I don't think it really makes a difference.
Wait a second. Now his 9 toes. So now today we've beaten up so far on.
Now the Clippers have his
Right,
9 toes.
right.
Exactly.
Blake Snell has no chin.
Listen,
and Darius Garland has 9
I'm
toes.
quoting him
And Chris
himself.
Sale is on the juice.
Darius
he's-
Garland
right.
said that he was playing on 9 toes at the end of the season. So I'm not misrepresenting anything there. He said it himself.
Listen,
thought maybe
I
he missed-
hope
he
the
lost the
Lakers
toe.
win on Saturday. You know why? I'm doing the game.
winning.
I want this series to be competitive.
I'm going to be there, and you know what, George? They're going to win, and you're going to have a great game. And I think that LeBron, Austin Reaves is going to have a great game. Marcus Smart's going to have a great game. DeAndre Ayton, he's actually going to come out, and he's going to beat himself up over having a crappy game yesterday, and they're going to win.
I mean, now you went a little too far with it.
You really, listen, I
Why is it so
applaud
out
your
of the question
positivity.
How about this? Look, the line in the game.
Yeah,
What is the line?
What is it, 16?
No, not on the road. Are you
15?
crazy?
15 and a half the first
15
two
and
It's
a
8.5.
half. Come on.
I'll say
Oh,
this.
man. I'll take Oklahoma City right now.
No, the Lakers will cover the 8.5.
Well,
Now,
now
really?
if that happens, now you're talking about a much, much more competitive game than they've played in the previous 6 against Oklahoma City.
This will be the Lakers' best effort. If they can't win Game 3, it's going to be a sweep.
Well, let me tell you something right
You
now.
said if they didn't win last night, it was going to be a sweep.
Well, I do still believe that, but I will give them because they have LeBron James and on their roster.
That's right.
Because JJ Redick is not going to quit. They're going to try. They're going to do everything they can to win the game. But you couldn't win a game where the reigning MVP sat for an entire quarter, basically.
Not only could you not win the game, when he was on the bench,
You got slaughtered.
JJ keeps using the word they clobbered this guy and they clobbered us here. You got clobbered.
They can
You
clobber
got
back.
clubbed over the head by this team that did not have their number 1 superstar, reigning MVP and future MVP, and they also didn't have their number 2 best player. He's in street clothes. So without their number 1 and their number 2, their number 3 through 8 or 10 or 12, they blasted the Lakers last night. I love your positivity, Lindsay. I hope you're right. And I'll just say one thing. We complained after Game 5 against the Rockets how dead the Laker crowd was in crypto. You see what goes on last night and what happens in Oklahoma City, the way these fans go nuts. And I got it, everybody. I got it. There's nothing else going on in Oklahoma City other than the Thunder and the Dodgers minor league system. I got it.
No, if they let the miscreants in the YouTube chat, buy seats at crypto.com arena, then that'd be different. But, we've talked about this. Like, Lakers fans do a great job in that arena. They do. That was not one of them, though. That was one of those where you're like, whoa. And I think what happens is and it's not the Lakers' fault.
Too many famous people there.
No, it's not the Lakers' fault, though. And it's the secondary ticket market. What happens is the fans who sell those tickets because they want to pay for their next season's tickets, and I get it, like that becomes part of the problem. The people that end up going to those games are not real fans necessarily, not all of them, because the real fans get priced out because of the secondary ticket market. And it's not the team's fault. It's not anyone's fault but the people who sold the tickets.
Well, I would just urge everybody who goes into that arena on Saturday, if you're there wearing something that's purple or gold,
Wear the
Dude,
shirts. Wear the free shirts.
you got to show up and you got to do your part because the Oklahoma City crowd does their part. In fact, a lot of the broadcasters have talked about how hard it is to be an opponent in that arena, and it's one of the few arenas in the NBA where it is just it's part of the intimidation. It's part of the avalanche. And I get it, the Laker fans, everybody's so cool and everybody's looking out to see who's there, and I understand that's part of the fascination. But this is the playoffs, and you're getting hammered. And if you would like to see the Lakers have an opportunity, you got to bring your energy just like they got to bring their energy. And again, Game 5 against Houston, the team did not do much to help the fans get into it. By the same token, the fans were sitting around on their hands going, this is boring, this sucks, the team looks terrible. You got to bring some energy. And I say that no matter where I'm at. If you're in Philadelphia, New York, Miami, it doesn't matter. You got to bring some energy if you're going to be in that building on Saturday.
Man, these YouTube morons are just so delusional.
Tell me what they're saying. What now?
Well, I mean, it's just like, what happened to Cappy's Game 7 prediction? They lost by 20 in Games 1, nearly 20 points in both games. You'd be a moron to say Game 7 they're going to win.
Listen,
I just think that, again, if you take the game, JJ's a great coach, and George said he's been coaching his ass off. Who's to say that they're not going to look at the film, they're not going to figure out a way to replicate the second quarter all throughout the entire game?
You're saying one quarter for an entire game against the
Well, obviously it's going to take a
champs?
lot, but you know what? I don't know. I think that you guys are crazy to just completely count them out and say, oh, they're getting swept, it's over. I just think it's ridiculous.
Lindsay,
They might win Game 3. They might win Game 3.
They better win Game 3.
They are winning Game 3.
Okay,
Lindsay,
so
I love
but then
your
they still have to win
positivity.
3 more.
Right. See, the problem is this, Linz. I said the Lakers in 7 because, as George pointed out, if they win the series in 7, I look like a genius because nobody thought that they would win. That's why I picked them in 7. If they lose in 4, that's what most people thought was going to happen here. The fact that they've lost,
Linz, I
believe
want
they
them
could beat Houston.
I want them to win Game 3 because I always root what's best for business. What's best for business is keeping the Lakers and LeBron in a series. Okay, so I always root for that, and I've always been transparent about that. But I do this seems very eerily similar to when the Denver Nuggets were playing the Lakers in the playoffs, and you kept saying this is the time, they're not going to get swept, they're not going to lose the series, and then all of a sudden, and you kept saying that we're going to flip the switch, and LeBron played his ass off in the first half of one of those games at home. I mean, he probably could not have played better, and they still were down.
But he's better than he was that season. I don't know how it's possible, but he's played better the entire playoffs than he did in those playoffs. Don't you agree?
I don't know about that.
Yeah, I don't remember it well enough, to be honest with
And
you,
also the
so.
difference between that series and this series, the Lakers were up in those games most of the game. They were
Right. The Lakers
consistently-
have not led very much in this series.
They've won 1 out of 8 quarters. Like it's a completely different team against Denver. You thought they had a chance to win every single game. You don't feel that way against the Thunder right now.
And you talk about demoralizing. Again, you take the lead at half. You weathered the storm. You won the second quarter. You won the first half. You come out in the third quarter. You've got a lead. Shea goes to the bench because he's in foul trouble.
Yes, but
and this
still.
is your moment. If you're going to take a lead, if you're going to go on a run, if you're going to bury these guys, which is still hard to do because there's 10 minutes and change to go in the third quarter and you've only got a small lead. But this is your moment. And when you get smacked around, when their best player is on the bench and their second best player is in street clothes, but they've got guy 3 through 12 and they're still just pounding you. And by the way, listen, we talked about this from the very beginning of the series. You got to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over because the Lakers turned the ball over a ton against Houston. Well, against Houston, you can get away with it. Against Oklahoma City, 21 turnovers.
Can't.
Turns into 26
I mean, Austin
points.
Reaves said it. Yeah,
and
after
you're
the game, he's
toast.
like, you can't have 20 turnovers and give up 26 points.
At least this, let me just say one thing. At least in the YouTube chat today, there is realism in terms of voting in the poll.
Oh,
The
yeah,
poll-
because the question is up there. Tell them the question.
The question is, the Lakers lost game 2 because, and the answers are the refs or they're not good enough. And 62% of the YouTube miscreants are saying that the Lakers are not good enough. That tells you, George, at least 6 in 10 people inside this YouTube chat are at least realistic enough to understand the truth, which is, unfortunately, as great as this run has been and as amazing as LeBron has been when the Lakers said, please, LeBron, can we get back on top of your shoulders? Will you carry us? As great as he's been, the Lakers do not have enough.
And look, do you remember before when they were beating Houston? We talked about this. I said, man, listen, if they close this thing out and beat Houston, I know, and Brian said this too. Wendy was on with us too that day. We said, yo, all things considered, as injury-riddled as they've been, as injury-riddled as they are right now, like, this is a success. Yes, I understand there's a team that the standard is championships. But this season clearly has not gone their way from an injury perspective, right? So, yeah, you just have to throw it out. The fact that they won the series in the first round the way they did with an undermanned team, to me, like, man, that you should be proud of that as a Laker fan. Now they're facing the defending champions, who are also missing their second-best player, who have also not had the MVP play all that well or in foul trouble, and they're still getting rocked. Like, this is why we kept telling you, hey, man, just enjoy. Yes. Just like say, hey, tip your cap to them and say, yo, you guys busted your ass. You won a series that almost no one thought you were going to win, and that's awesome. And just, whatever happens after that is just gravy. We tried to tell you that, and here we are. Now, look, I hope they win Game 3. I want them to win Game 3 because I want a competitive series. I want this series to be extended. I want every series to go as long as it humanly possibly can go, okay? Because it's good for business. It's good for business here. It's good for business at the mothership. It's good for business, period, okay? And it's great for fans to go as long as you can go. But, sometimes, you've stretched your limit to your limits at certain points.
Everything you just said.
Wait till you guys eat your words Tuesday morning.
Hey,
the series
Lindsay,
gets tied up.
Lindsay,
you'll see.
I hope you're right.
You'll see.
I would rather you be right and everybody else be wrong.
Me too.
The only thing I'm saying is this, though. As somebody who picked the Lakers in 7 because I want to believe, I will always have faith.
Cappy. I don't think that you really believe that.
No, I didn't believe it. No. I'm happy to admit that I didn't believe it. No, of course I said it.
I really do believe that they can do it. They're close to figuring it out. Once they
that's because you have LeBron syndrome. You have LeBron delusion syndrome.
Call it what you want, but you know
what? Well, that's what it is.
And all you guys made fun of me all year, and look where we are.
Well, where are we?
I don't think anyone made fun of you.
We're looking at one win as a victory, and like, hey, you know what? We lost 4-1, but at least we won one game. That's not.
Rewind back to February, and Cappy was like, they're not even going to make the play-in.
I would say, I'd like to hear that tape.
I'll find it.
I'd love to hear that.
Prove it.
There's one thing she will do is she'll find it.
Prove it. She'll find it. There's no question about that. You better be sure you didn't say that.
Hey, listen, Linz, if you find me saying that they won't make the play-in, awesome.
This is Mr. Better Team Brand Basketball. What is it? Team Brand Basketball. That was you. That was your point for 2 months, Cappy, was that they played a better brand of team basketball without LeBron. And look what happened now. Look where they are. Look at us. Look at us.
But where are they?
They're down 0-2 in the playoffs. They're the best team in the league.
Okay.
Right.
So the team,
by the way, they didn't even come close to beating them.
Oh, Rick Ramirez is so mad.
Oh, is he?
The chat makes more sense than the morons talking on the radio.
That's right.
You know what, Rick? Listen, bro. If you want rainbows and sunshine, this ain't your place. Because
no, it is your place. It is your place.
Lindsay.
Yeah, right. Lindsay's giving you rainbows and sunshine. At least we got somebody around here who's got some positivity.
Sure. And I started the show with positivity. Hey, they did this well. They did this well. They did this well. But then that's it. There's not that much more you can say after that. JJ's coached his ass off. LeBron has played fantastic. Austin started to look like Austin, but they're still way too flawed.
This is what we should do on Fridays. We should do YouTube chat Fridays, where we're all just in the chat. Could be a good bit. All right. Maybe not. 8:45. Good morning. Let's talk about a man who does believe. I'm holding up his beautiful picture. The great Jacob Emrani.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Listen, Jacob and Ronnie, man. That beautiful punum you see right there, right,
Oh,
Cappy?
hey, nice word, George. Nice word, the punum. I can appreciate
Listen,
that.
It is Friday, right? So there's a lot of things that can be going on, right? You're moving around. right? You've got the kids to pick up maybe. Maybe you're trying to go see some coworkers or whatever. There's a lot of stuff that could happen, right? Grabbing lunch, cutting through the neighborhood before weekend plans. All of a sudden, a driver opens a door, turns without looking, or crowds the bike lane like you shouldn't be there, and bam! Bicycle accidents happen fast, and the person behind the wheel usually has a different version of the story once everybody pulls over after the crash, Cappy. So you got to call Jacob at 800-345-6789, Cap.
So the law offices of Jake and Ronnie can help you if you were hit while riding your bike. And let me just say one thing. I've been a cyclist for a long time, and it got so dangerous out there that my bike is hanging in the rafters of my garage. But I'll tell you this. When you call Jacob, they're going to look at the facts. They will deal with the insurance company. They will help you understand what your case may be worth, and it's a free consultation with a no-obligation case review. And here's the most important part, no fee unless Jacob wins, so don't worry about money.
Yep, real simple. So call this number, 800-345-6789. That's 800-345-6789, or visit calljacob.com.
Thank you, fellas. 847. Friday. A YouTube Friday, huh? The YouTube chat at ESPN Los Angeles. We'll return in 3 minutes, and we'll wrap up this hour as we get ready for the 9 o'clock hour. And that's when things are going to get real cray, Jack.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show. We'd like to thank our founding partner,
East Central Hotel, the official downtown home away from home for Cappy and Morales. EastCentralHotel.com.
This is the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. If you're ready to upgrade your driving experience, you gotta go and check out what's happening at Cadillac and their incredible new lineup of state-of-the-art EVs, sedans, and SUVs. And hey, look, there's no better place to experience the luxury of Cadillac than at Cadillac of Beverly Hills. Check out Cadillac of Beverly Hills and their beautiful showroom at 8767 Wilshire Boulevard in Beverly Hills. And check them out on the web at CadillacBeverlyHills.com.
Hey everybody, summer is calling and I want you to snag early savings at SeaWorld San Diego while they last. Take the plunge into the brand new Shark Encounter opening May 22nd where jaw-dropping shark species await. You can even feed the sharks. Then catch big laughs in Sea Lions tonight and gear up for splash-filled fun at the all-new Dolphin Adventures. Plus, get pumped for headlining concerts featuring Ying Yang Twins, Soulja Boy, Paul Wall, Skillet, and more, all included with park admission. Tickets are just $59.99. Hurry, this offer won't last long.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. Next time you're at my home away from home, LAX, look up. You'll see the future of travel in action. It's the all-electric Skylink train. It's now testing, and trust me, this is a game changer. What does it take to build a champion? It takes round-the-clock preparation. And soon, Skylink will connect you to the airport terminals, the new rental car center, and LA Metro. From practice to prime time, the LAX Skylink. Fast, free, and built for LA. In testing now to help you skip the traffic later.
Sedano's gonna take care of your mom.
Running a business means wearing multiple hats. So if you're like me, you probably started out using your personal phone, taking client calls and texts nonstop. As my business grew, I needed something smarter. That's when I switched to Quo, the #1 business phone system. Quo works right on your phone or computer. No carrying 2 phones, no clunky landline, just one easy app you can try for free. Your team can share one number and handle calls and texts together like a shared inbox. Any teammate can jump into the conversation, so customers get faster responses. And Quo's AI assistant summarizes your calls and responds to customers 24/7, so you never miss a lead or opportunity. All this starts at just $15 a month. That's basically 2 coffees. You can even keep your current business phone number. Find out why 90,000 businesses trust Quo. Money is on the line. Always say hello with Quo. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports. That's quo.com/sports to try Quo free. QUO.com/SPORTS.
It's time for the Wild Fork Foods Yacht Rock Song of the Morning.
It's time for the Wild Fork Foods Yacht Rock Song of the Morning on the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
Wild Fork, your neighborhood meat and seafood market.
Now, he's put on his captain's hat.
I am the captain. This is the captain's table. The captain sits at the captain's table.
Captain Condiment has the Yacht Rock all queued up.
basketball, ESPN LA.
The Thunder have beaten the Lakers by at least 15 points 5 times this season. So in 5 of the 6 games, they've won by over 15 points. That's the most 15-point wins in a season for any team against the Lakers since the 76 merger of the ABA and NBA.
Oh,
But I thought you can't take things from the regular season and equate it to the playoffs.
Well, but we've now seen it equate in the playoffs, is what I'm telling you.
Lindsay is like ESPN LA's Johnny Cochran.
Right.
She can just...
Lindsay, normally that's correct, except for the fact...
this case.
Well, because we've seen it translate now, too. Like, it is probably an aberration to some extent. It's not the norm necessarily because the playoffs are not played the same way as the regular season. But in this case, we now have a 2-game sample size that, it's...
But wait, George, the number was 15 points?
At least 15.
Okay, because here's the thing. The regular season, we talked about the average...
The average was 31.8 points per game.
And in the playoffs, the average is 18 points over the 2 games, right? So 15 would be a pleasure. 15 if the Lakers lost by 15, that actually might sound competitive.
They'd cover.
Yeah, right. I mean, this is just, you got smoked in every game during the regular season. And again, we tried our best to come up with reasons why.
I've now, speaking of reasons why, I now understand why Lindsay's in the mood she's in, and I love that she's in this feisty Hungarian heat mood, okay? Because it makes for good radio. And it's not like she's being contrived about it.
She believes it.
But there's 2 things at play. LeBron is down 0-2. And the Cavs are down 0-2.
Oh, yeah. So it's just doubling down.
The combination of that has is got extra heat on the Hungarian heat.
You know, when I was in Cleveland, I said, I have way more faith in LeBron and the Lakers than I do in anybody on the Cavs. And he goes, well, that's a hot take. And I said, no, it's not. You'll see. And guess what? I'm right.
You are right. Guess
and
what?
That means
you
it's
are
important
right.
to me. I want to be right.
Yeah.
I need to be right.
To me because you know what? I was right about that. And everyone was like, that's crazy. The Cavs just aren't good, and I just believe in LeBron.
All right, more of Lindsay.
I agree with you.
And her case.
I believe in LeBron. Listen, you know who's showing up in Game 3? LeBron. Okay? You know who's and Laker fans, you know what you should be doing? Kissing the feet the king walks on. Because you wouldn't even be in the second round if it wasn't for his ass.
Oh,
let's talk about
doubt.
Prize Picks, guys.
All right, let's do it.
1 minute. Let's go.
Oh, listen. Yeah, Prize Picks. If you want sports action in the state of California, Prize Picks is the place to be. Download that Prize Picks app. Use the promo code CAPPY, K-A-P-P-Y. It's easy to play Prize Picks. It's more, it's less. There's a stat projection for every player imaginable, every sport
Purple and gold play.
Go ahead.
And, okay. And you bundle a couple together, you can win cold hard cash.
The most important thing I'm going to tell you about Prize Picks is right now it's the Do It Live 2026 NBA Finals sweepstakes. That means you pick a live square during any NBA playoff game, you could win a trip for 2 to the NBA Finals. So download the Prize Picks app, use the code CAPPY, K-A-P-P-Y, make your first $5 lineup to get $50 in lineups. The code is CAPPY, K-A-P-P-Y. Download it. And let's see if we can get somebody to win the trip for 2 to the NBA Finals.
Prize Picks, a preferred partner of the NBA.
Now, had that promo not fired off, we would have made it. But since that promo fired off, now we got till 56:20.
Tulsa.
I miss producer Jorge. That's why usually Jorge's here.
I know. We ripped Tulsa, but it's Oklahoma City that's killing the Lakers.
Exactly. Now, those 2 cities are not exactly that close.
They're not, but they're in the same state.
Different parts of the state.
Right. They're both Oklahoma.
How close is Norman to Oklahoma City?
About 45 minutes, an hour
okay.
max.
All right.
Yeah.
Wow, you're really good with your geography in Oklahoma, George. I have no idea.
I've been there plenty of times.
All right, coming up in the YouTube hour, Lindsay's case against Scott Kaplan. Sedano?
Oh, the case of baseball versus Kaplan.
That's next on ESPN LA.
When pain keeps you from doing what you love, Hoag Orthopedic Institute gets you back to you. We are ranked number 18 in the nation and number 1 in Orange County for orthopedic and spine care by U.S. News and World Report. From the surf to the green, our world-class doctors are there, which is why more Californians choose Hoag Orthopedic Institute for orthopedic and spine care more than any other hospital. At Hoag Orthopedic Institute, there is no one better at getting you back to you. Proudly founded by premier physicians in partnership with Hoag. Learn more at HoagOrthopedicInstitute.com.
Hey, LA, it's Beto Duran. Head to Northridge Toyota and Wondrey Toyota today and drive off in a brand new, beautiful 2026 Toyota Tacoma SR5 for just $209 a month on a 36-month lease. $209 for a Tacoma? You already know it's got to be Northridge and Wondrey Toyota. Any trade you own outright is your down payment. It's a limited time offer. Nobody's going to take care of you like my guys at Wondrey's and Northridge Toyota.
2026 Toyota Tacoma SR5 iForce 2.4-cylinder turbo 5-foot bed, double cab 4x2 RWD model. MSRP $40,628. Base 10,000 miles per year and excludes tax, title, license, and dollar fees.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. Next time you're at my home away from home, LAX, look up. You'll see the future of travel in action. It's the all-electric Skylink train. It's now testing, and trust me, this is a game changer. What does it take to build a champion? It takes round-the-clock preparation. And soon, Skylink will connect you to the airport terminals, the new rental car center, and LA Metro. From practice to prime time, the LAX Skylink. Fast, free, and built for LA. In testing now to help you skip the traffic later.
Hey, it's Mason. Mother's Day is coming up. I got the best mom in the world. You know Donna. She's 80. She works 5 days a week at John Glenn Middle School in Palm Desert. She's active. She's on top of it. And Mother's Day matters. You got to get it right. Easiest way, and I do this with my mom every year, I send her bouquets. That's short for bouquets. I'm sending mom flowers from the Bouquets Company, and I got you 25% off right now so you can send some too. Bouquets aren't just any flowers. They're cut fresh. They're bigger, brighter blooms that last way longer. Send a happy bouquet, a vibrant bouquet, or step it up with a monthly subscription to keep the happiness coming month after month. Bouquets is the way to go. Took me 2 minutes. Pick the bouquet, set the delivery date, done. And with 25% off, grab some for your wife, your aunt, your grandma too. Mother's Day is May the 10th. Go to Bouquets.com. That's BOUQS.com. Use promo code ESPN for 25% off. Again, that's Bouquets.com, promo code ESPN.
Rich Eisen here. PayPal is now the official peer-to-peer payments sponsor of the NFL, which means all the money moments that fandom creates, whether splitting tailgate costs or chipping in on tickets and game day food between friends, are covered. Wherever the game is played or watched, PayPal moves with fans. You can send money through text, email, or directly to your friends with eligible accounts on Venmo. Just download the PayPal app and share all the moments that matter. Account with PayPal is required. Not available in all regions where PayPal operates.
In sports, the tape never tells the whole story. Hiring is no different. AI can make candidates look like an MVP on paper, so knowing the person and the skills behind the resume matters. That's where Robert Half changes the game. Our recruiters combine their expertise with award-winning AI to evaluate skills and fit quickly. Learn how we can find you specialized talent in finance, accounting, technology, and more. At Robert Half, we know talent. Visit roberthalf.com/talent today.
The home of USC football, and now the home of The Rich Eisen Show. Weekdays 9 a.m. to noon, KSPN Los Angeles, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
Previously on the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
It's Friday, you ain't got no job, and you ain't got nothing to do.
Yeah, and as somebody who was younger and who was looking out for Big Bro at the time.
But he was young. He wouldn't know not to get married.
Yeah, what the hell would I have known at 21 years old?
He was dropping Miami Heat everywhere.
But that's my point. Don't you see that if he would have said to me, hey, listen, I'm dropping Miami Heat. You should be dropping Miami Heat. Let's go drop Miami Heat together. You know, let's go be Crockett and Tubbs. You know what I mean? Yeah. Turns out there's a Walmart right in my own neighborhood.
Wow.
They got it all.
Yeah, it's like a grocery store, too.
I was able to buy a sex toy in a Walmart.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show is on the air.
The biggest show in ESPN LA history.
A little sabor? Yeah, I don't think people like being called hack.
You're the güero on the radio.
No. Giant Mexican, horn section. And
Did you have me on your show to berate me? Is that what you're doing now?
Give me a freaking break.
Do you want to know how many times I've talked to Rich Paul about LeBron ever?
Oh, my God. I don't know.
I don't know if that was planned, but that was incredible.
Way to dial it out.
I'm just waiting for an entrance,
That was incredible, Lindsay.
I would say once, and it wasn't even, I jumped into a conversation and someone was asking him about LeBron. Like, it wasn't even me.
Boy, this is ponderous, man. Ponderous.
Scott Kaplan, eat a fat one, bro.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show on 710 ESPN.
The all-new ESPN LA app and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
When I'm on vacation, you can talk all the schwanz you want.
Right. Midnight in the desert. I'm Art Bell.
We're bigger than U.S. Steel.
Wow, that's crazy.
Bit boy.
Well, you want to woo-woo?
Right now.
Monstrous.
But I don't want to eat that.
We did it, Dad. We did it.
You were riding high on the stinger last time.
Oh, big time.
Right, that's right. Of course we were.
This is Pepe Mantilla, your Spanish voice of the Los Angeles Lakers. This is the Sedano and Kap Morning Show on ESPN LA. Good morning, Scott.
Rebound trap by the Thunder.
That about sums it up right there for Thunder.
Kason Wallace with it. Top of the key to Shea. 3-point. Good. I don't know how they do it, Michael. The game's close, and then you look up and you're down 17.
9:02 and 50 seconds. Good morning. The Sedano and Kap Morning Show. 9 o'clock hour on this May 8th, 2026. Well, it's been a fun 2 hours thus far. The YouTube chat is on fire. And the only person who is as delusional at this moment as the YouTube chat may be producer Lindsay Baseball.
The women of the people.
The women of the people. The woman of the people.
Woman of the people.
And in this hour, she has been digging up.
Yeah.
Because as we remember, Cappy long ago said they weren't even going to make the play-in.
I don't remember that.
Well, I believe you're going to remember soon.
Well, I
Do you
may remember it.
when you also said that the Lakers played a better brand of team basketball without LeBron?
I do. I
That's
do
where
remember
it's
that.
kind of where it started.
Yeah, I do
And
remember
also,
that.
nothing gets Lindsay more fired up than finding ways to make Scott Kaplan wrong.
That is
right.
true.
Right. No, she's consumed with being right. I'm consumed with I don't care. But, look, here's the thing.
Hold on for a second.
Okay, go ahead.
The official personal injury attorney of the Sedano and Kap Morning Show, always Jacob Emrani. If you're injured in an accident, call Jacob. 800-345-6789, 800-345-6789, or call jacob.com. Lindsay also guarantees that the Lakers will win tomorrow night and that the series will go 7 games, and the Lakers will win.
God, I hope she's right.
That'd be amazing if you're right,
I hope she's
Lindsay.
right.
It just
Don't
feels
lie.
like a tough putt.
You don't think that I'm right?
No,
I don't think you're right.
Not
No,
at
I don't
all.
think you're right at all.
You don't
But I
hope
hope
I'm
you're
right.
right.
How
I
do
hope
you
you're
hope
right.
I'm right?
Of course.
Why do I hope you're right?
Yeah.
Well, first of all, when a season ends, like when the Rams season ended in in Seattle during the NFC Championship game, you have to face the reality that your life's about to change a little bit. Like, I love the fact that the Lakers play every 2-3 days and that we have all this excitement and all these things to talk about. I love this stuff. So I hope that you're right. By the way, I also hope that you're right because I, too, said I thought the Lakers could win in 7. But I was not being realistic. I was being delusional as well. I saw what LeBron did in the first round of this playoffs and went, you know what? This guy, he's got the heart. He's got the will. He can take this group of players who's available to him. He can put them on his back, and he can still find ways to win. Right, he's got heart. He's got guts. He's got grit, and he can still find ways to win. Unfortunately, as positive as I was going into this series, and as happy as I was that the Lakers had pulled to within 4 in the third quarter of Game 1, and as happy as I was that last night the Lakers had the lead early in the third quarter and they took that lead to halftime, the avalanche is coming. And you can't stop it because, unfortunately, if I'm being realistic versus being hopeful, unfortunately, the Lakers don't have the number of bodies. Oklahoma City can throw at you 12 guys. The Lakers have like 7, 8 guys, and that's like 7 or 8. That's not like what Oklahoma City. Oklahoma City can go 12 deep, and their 12th guy is way better than the Lakers' 8th guy. So that's the problem, is that Oklahoma City has more guys that are better, they're younger, they're faster, they're more energized, they've got championship, at this point, they've got their rings, and they've got no fear. None, zero. You saw Alex Caruso last night. He loves LeBron. He respects LeBron. Not on the floor, he don't. So it's unfortunate because as great as LeBron has been, and I'm a critic, but I will tell you right now, to watch what LeBron has done this year can take the strongest of critics, which I don't think I was, but it can turn your entire perception of who he is and how great he is. It can flip it. And that's what he did for me in the last 3 games of the regular season. And through the first round of the playoffs, you have to respect what he has been able to accomplish. But he's by himself, and he's facing an army. They got more guys. They're better armed. They got better horses. They got more. They're well rested. They've got too much.
I'm not debating that. I'm not debating that they have the better team. I just think that the way that JJ has been coaching, the way LeBron, in both of their basketball IQs combined, I feel like they've been able to come up with a game plan to this point that has kept them in the game most of the game. And that I think that they can continue to do that. And imagine if Austin Reaves played last night. If he played that way in game 1, do you think they still would have lost by 20? No, probably not.
But would they have won?
15. It still would have been the same outcome.
Really?
Yeah, because of everything Cappy's saying, he's right about how deep they are. And also, this is what LeBron did against Houston. He was able to do it against Houston because Houston's just not that good of a shooting team. Without Kevin Durant, they have nobody that consistently hit shots. Even in the game that Kevin Durant was on the floor, you double teamed him. He got the ball off to somebody else who couldn't shoot. So now on here, you double team Shea. He gets the ball away, and those guys hit their shots consistently. And if it's not going to be Lou Dort, it's going to be somebody off the bench like Jared McCain. It's going to be somebody else.
Keyshawn Wallace, and you're like, geez, come on, man. They just keep throwing them at you.
Or the other Jalen Williams. Because of how deep they are, and you only have LeBron and AR at this point because AR had a great game offensively yesterday. They just don't have anything else to do it. Against Houston, totally understandable. Against this team, it's just a really tough putt.
I think that what you said, what George said was that the Lakers have to play perfect to have a chance. And you know what? That's what I think that's what's going to have to happen, and that's what I'm betting on happening because
were close. They were close last night to playing perfect. They got everything that you could have asked for to win that game. You had a good AR game. You had a good LeBron game. You had Rui Hachimura playing great ball too and hitting.
Go on the other side, Bergie. Go to the other side. You had Shea out for the entire third quarter.
But again, I just think that
they still lost.
The way that the game was officiated, I feel like it turned the momentum in OKC's favor more than once, more than twice, at least a handful of times, to where I think that momentum is big in game in the moment, and I think it also, obviously dictates how someone's going to coach the game. And I think they got to the point where, like, the officiating was negating a lot of the way that the Lakers were playing because the Lakers had to play tougher. They had to be more aggressive. Like, Austin Reaves actually was aggressive for once. And, he's getting called for fouls that OKC wasn't. And I think that I'm not blaming the refs. I just think that it played into OKC's hand way too much.
Sure, but it had to go the other way too, Lynn. So that if you were listening to the crowd, they were booing the refs the entire game. Over and over and over again.
Yeah, because they're not used to, like, anyone getting fouled. And again...
Sure, but the fact of the matter is that both teams were getting fouls called on them. And at the end of the day, if it was, 5 free throw discrepancy? Look, I want the Lakers to win badly. I am a huge Lakers fan. I've been my entire life. I want them to win. But it's just being realistic, and you're looking at what's on the other side of the floor and then looking what you have. Look at Jake LaRavia is getting minutes that he should not be getting anything whatsoever. No, I would give him to a Duthiero. Like,
by the way, I'm not. Listen, I don't disagree on the give him to Bronny.
Listen, LeBron said the other day, I think it was Sunday night they recorded that podcast, him and Steve Nash. He said that playing with Bronny has given him a level of motivation that he's never had in his entire career. So if I'm JJ and I hear him say that, I'm putting Bronny in for a couple minutes just to see what happens because you know what? It can't be any worse than what Jake LaRavia has been doing.
Now, that is correct.
Yeah. So, again, give it to Duthiero. Like, at least you can maybe possibly get lightning in a bottle out of him where he's going to be athletic. He's going to get a big dunk. He's going to go after boards. He may not be great defensively because he's still so young. He's not quite there yet. But it's got to be better than Jake LaRavia fouling Jalen Williams on a 3-point shot when the game is close and making it and taking it from, I believe, a 5-point game to a 9-point game.
Well, I think
or fouling was it Chet Holmgren down low in a thing that where he just was completely bodied and had no chance of getting a rebound, and that changed the whole game there too. When LaRavia's on the floor, you're a net negative over and over and over again.
Minus 20.
Yeah, well, minus 20 was
he
Austin
was
Reaves.
minus 14. LaRavia was minus 14. Austin Reaves, shockingly, scoring 31 points and still was minus 20.
You got to be careful when it comes to plus minus anyway from a single game standpoint. Did you think that Rui Hachimura played a good game?
Rui Hachimura was hot shooting the ball. I mean, again, 4 for 7 from three-point range. But his numbers, as much as you would have think that Rui played a good game, again, if you were just looking at the stats and you didn't watch the game, you'd go, wow, he was minus 19.
Right.
How's that happen?
Right. So, but the point is, Rui played a good game. Rui was very good. When you look at, but plus minus is weird in one game stat because they lost by 15, so those points have to go somewhere.
They lost by 18. Just because that's
So
important. It's
18,
an important number to know.
No, you're right. You're right. It was by 18. They didn't cover. So, yeah, they lost. So, plus minus is a tough thing to go off of one game. On a full season sample size, sure.
Can I just say this, though? Lindsay, do me this favor, because I actually appreciate your positivity. I said I thought the Lakers were in 7, but I didn't believe it. I was just saying it because I think that I want it to happen. I would love to see LeBron will the Lakers to a 7-game series victory. But the heart tells you go for the win, but the head tells you it cannot happen. So you tell us, though, like in this game where they've got 2 monster centers and the Lakers have one guy who's completely inconsistent and another guy who's really not much of a factor at that position. And then you look at the depth and the speed and the youth and the pedigree and everything else. Just build the case, Linz. Other than LeBron,
again, I just
how do
think
they
that,
win?
I mean, look at DeAndre Ayton. He had a bad game. If he's hitting shots, then it's going to change the momentum. It's a different story. Same with Austin Reaves and the fouls and, Shea ripping his arm out, nearly ripping his arm out.
Can I pause on DeAndre Ayton there for a second, Linz? Because he started game 1 5 for 5. He was 1 for 15 there, or 1 for 14 since then.
Right. So if he's hitting his shots, that's a different game.
But that's what the Oklahoma City defense is doing to him.
I think he's one of those guys where when he loses it, he loses it mentally. I think we can all agree that there's some mental, there's like a good portion of his game is based on where he is mentally. And I feel like he's one of those guys where if he can hit shots early on or even one, like that builds his confidence to keep shooting. Luke Kennard kind of, I wouldn't have said that before, but he's one of those guys too where if he's making shots, he's going to keep shooting the ball. And I feel like
he made
one of
shots
his
last night.
Right, and one of his hesitations, you kept talking about how he needs to keep shooting, was because he wasn't hitting them. And then it's like he started to gain his confidence back. Same with Austin Reaves. He's also getting back into the swing of things. Austin Reaves was Austin Reaves again last night. He's only going to get better as the series goes on, right?
So, and they still lost by 18. So you had the good Rui game, you had the good LeBron game.
You need everything
to
be
perfect.
perfect.
AR game.
You need on DeAndre Ayton to have a good game. You need Marcus Smart to hit his shots. He needs to have a good game.
You know what else would be great? If Shea could get into like foul trouble and be off the floor for like 10 minutes. That would be awesome.
That'd be great, especially in the third quarter when you have a lead. That'd be
a
great
happen.
time.
Everybody said after the first game,
that would be awesome.
What did you guys say after the first game? Well, Shea's not going to have another night like that where they're going to limit him.
It was 7 turnovers. He didn't. He had I think 3 or 4.
Well, they were able to limit him once again.
And they still lost by 18.
Right.
Okay, but again, as the series progresses, they're figuring it out.
LeBron's going to get more tired.
They're getting closer. They're getting closer to figuring it out.
You should be right, but the facts of the game that were happening, you got the things that you wanted yesterday.
If they play a perfect game, I think which they can. It doesn't happen that often, but it's the playoffs. You got to.
So they're going to do that 4 times?
And wait, Lindsay, say
We're
this.
We're just talking about tomorrow, okay?
I'll say this, though. If the Lakers play the perfect game, and if Oklahoma City completely blanks the bed, how about that? So you need both things to happen at the same time.
I don't think so.
No, you don't. You think that Oklahoma City can play like they played in game 1 and game 2, and the Lakers play a perfect game and they can still win?
You're acting like Oklahoma City just, the way that
you mean we're acting like they're the champs from last season
and one of the historically great teams of all time? Well, they probably wouldn't have been the champs
if Tyrese Halliburton didn't tear his.
Okay. Indiana was going to win that.
I mean, they are going to argue with that. Like that that's a possibility, a great possibility.
You don't know.
You don't know, but once again, they didn't have their best player.
You can't say probably.
They didn't have their best player. So what does that mean? What if they did? Doesn't that change things?
So if the Lakers had Luka Doncic, that could very possibly change some things.
I'm not even talking about Luka. I'm not talking about Luka.
I have a question, Lindsay. If it goes the way we're saying it may go, and the series is over on Monday, are you calling in sick Tuesday, or are you going to be here?
No, I mean if they lose tomorrow and get manhandled, then I'll shut up on Monday. Okay.
All right.
If they completely crap the bed tomorrow, I will I will not die on the hill saying they're going to go win 4 in a row against the defending champs.
Now, here's what I want to do. Since it's the YouTube hour, it is Friday. We know Sedano is not with us. He had to go to a production meeting to prepare for tomorrow night's game. He's on ABC tomorrow night. Let's do something we don't usually do, which was we don't need to screen phone calls, but all these miscreants in the YouTube chat.
You're going to take calls?
Do you have, as JT the Brick would say, do you have the balls to sound off like you got a pair?
Hey, even JT Brick was rooting for the Lakers.
Do we need to get it today?
Today
of all
got
days
to the fourth quarter of the show today, Bergen. You thought that you were going to go an entire day.
Do you have the stones
Even
to
JT
sound
the Brick,
off like you got a pair?
He was even ripping the refs.
Instead?
877-710-ESPN. Now, there's going to be a bit of a delay because of YouTube. So 877-710-ESPN. I'm just going to hit them as they come in.
No screening.
My guess is no calls will come in because everybody in the YouTube chat is scared and likes to be a keyboard warrior and say, oh, you guys are the Lakers station. How are you saying this?
Oh, yeah.
All we're doing is speaking truth.
How about the other things they're saying? Oh, you guys are doing the ESPN thing where you're not talking about the refs. ESPN has shut down, and the NBA has shut down ESPN from talking about the refs.
About the refs all morning.
By the way, we're not owned by ESPN. We're owned by Good Karma Brand.
So you guys all
about
know.
the refs all morning.
877-710-ESPN. So losers like Pete Tollner, who says bad jokes every day, go ahead. Come on, call. Ruben Flores, you always have a lot to say. Call. All these miscreants, I would actually love to hear from Ann Esther, just because I think Ann Esther
is one of my favorites.
Here's a good tweet. Here's a good tweet from.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
I don't know how to say it because there's all kinds of symbols here, but it's like Cabronic, Herbold. He said the free throw discrepancy was only -5, but it should have been Lakers +10. They grab and hold every defensive possession. Bron got hit 4 times clearly and had no calls. They negated a clear and 1 to cut the lead to 9. That's kind of when the game turned for the rest of the game.
All right, we're going to go to line 1
Could
now.
have cut it to 9, though.
Just cold. Line 1, good morning. Who is this?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you.
Who this?
David 100. What's up?
What's up, David?
Oh, David 100.
Was that it?
You just wanted to say
call.
hi?
That's his call. Just want to say hi.
Really?
You guys are proving Sedano's point on why we don't take calls. If you guys don't make it, we love you, David.
Sedano's listening for sure, and he's
Come
like,
on, David.
This is why we...
Yes.
Yeah, we can hear you. Talk to us, David.
All right, listen, I'm sitting here at Costco under this $1,500 canopy, all right? First and foremost, all you male over there need to leave Lindsay alone, all right? She is right. Lakers in 7, OKC, all that team. They're actors. That's all they are, actors. Yeah, I get it. I got to agree. They are good actors. They play really good. They should just be in a movie. Why are they in the NBA? So you know what? At the end of the day, Lakers in 7. F everybody else. Bye now. I got to go shopping.
Okay.
There's a rumor that the Lakers have an acting coach. I mean, the OKC, the Thunder, has an acting coach.
Okay, line 3, I just see from Sherman Oaks, California. So good morning.
Good morning. You know what? Here's what we're going to do. We're going to complain about the referees, which in time might change. And then also we're going to win 2 quarters instead of just 1 quarter. And by doing that, we're going to win Game 3. And by winning Game 3, then it's going to be a new series. If we get beat Game 3, we're going to get swept.
Right.
Game 3, we're going to win because we're going to win 2 quarters, and the referees are going to side with us. Go Lakers.
See? That's exactly what I'm talking about. You got to build on the wins.
Love it. Love the positivity.
They're starting to figure out the puzzle, and once they got all the pieces, they're good.
So where's all the other tough guys and girls from YouTube?
There were a bunch of calls, and then
No. They like to be on their keyboards.
Yeah. 877-710-ESPN. Come on. You're never going to have this again.
Right.
We got 40 minutes left.
Yeah.
No Sedano.
Right. That changes everything.
I mean,
like to call us idiots and that we don't know what we're talking about. We're not ball knowers. You got all of us here to say it.
But for everyone who's like mad about like the whole refs thing, why is it that everybody, even the people who are normally Lakers haters, were calling out like the discrepancy between the calls that OKC was getting and the calls that the Lakers were getting? Because they just seem to officiate the teams differently. I'm not saying like they're anti-Lakers. It just seems like there's no consistency. So how do you know, like how do you even play a perfect game if you don't know what the refs are going to call and what they're not going to call?
The refs in every single sport are consistently blamed in every situation. Doesn't matter what sport you're talking about.
Is it just a coincidence that OKC has that tag on them and everyone says like
Sedano gave a point earlier that the Lakers had, I think, 500 more free throws than any other team in the NBA. Was that
during the regular
was
season.
that because of what they were doing? That's the same. It's the same situation that's happening here.
Well, I think a lot of that is because of Luka and him complaining.
Well, because look.
Imagine if Luka were playing.
Does OKC
Oh, it would be a
flop?
lot more entertaining, I'll tell you that, because just watching him go off on the referees would have been great.
When he's turned around with his back to the ball, when it's going the other way.
Right, while he's on the ground when it's 5-on-4 and Oklahoma City's on the power play.
It just, look, does Oklahoma City flop? Of course they do. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander flops. So does Chet Holmgren. That is a thing that they're...
was on the ground, like acting like his whole face was like
But
broken.
so do so
and he
many
didn't even
other
get
guys.
touched.
Right.
He didn't even
Reminds
get
me of
touched.
Anthony Davis.
Right, Anthony Davis.
Or Austin Reaves.
James Harden. You're Austin Reaves.
That wasn't a flagrant foul, by the way.
Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, wait a second.
Yes,
Wait
it
a
was.
second.
He
Wait a
was
second.
hugging SGA.
Wait a second. No,
It could have been
no.
a flagrant 2.
Oh, come on, guys.
Not a flagrant two. That's a little bit
SGA tried to
excessive,
break
but it was-
his freaking arm.
Oh, come on, guys.
Come on.
That was a flag.
Come on.
That was a
we got a call.
dirty-ass
Hold
play
on,
by
we got a
SGA.
call. We got a call. One of these gutless bums.
Okay, we're
Good
fishing
morning.
now.
Good morning. No, I'm not fishing. The YouTube chat just says all these things, and now
Right. Come
we
on,
might as well
everybody.
see.
Call. You got
So,
your shot.
What's your name, bro? Or gal?
Sis.
Brah.
Hello,
there?
you're on the air.
Hello?
Yes.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Hi, I got a question.
Okay.
Lakers were down by 3 at halftime. 17
No.
turnovers
They weren't.
is
They were
not going to get the
were
job
up.
They were
done.
up by
They
one.
were up.
They were up by
They were up
one
at
at
halftime.
halftime.
They were down by 3 at halftime.
No,
They were up by one at
I'm talking about the
No,
wrong
sir.
game here. I don't think we could take your
No,
call
sir.
seriously, sir.
No, sir. 48-47.
We'll move
Or
on.
was it 58-57?
Why? Really didn't watch.
58-57.
Sedano is literally going to just text us, this is why we don't take calls.
I know. You see,
All right,
people are
line
ruining
two.
it for everybody else.
Line 2, you're on. Good morning. Go ahead.
Augustine, possibly.
Hello, line 2. You're on the air.
When you hear that ding, that means it's you.
That
Well, the
means you're
problem
on
is
the
that they've got the radio on, but we're on the app. And well, they could be listening to the radio through the app. We're just going to keep talking? No?
No.
Okay. Goodbye.
Here's a thought. Maybe what we should do is we should screen the miscreants so they know that they're coming on the air.
Okay. I just was
I
trying
mean,
to
I
do
like
something
your
else.
idea. No, I
All right,
think
let's
your
take
idea
this
is much
last
better.
person. I'll just answer it for them, and I'll put them on hold.
Yeah,
And
no,
when we
no.
say go, then go.
Yeah, your idea is better than mine, believe me. But it's just that these people are too dumb.
Go to line 1.
The best part is this is going to be the entire Saturday best of tomorrow. All right. Good morning. Line 1.
Hey, how you doing?
What's going on, man?
Love listening to you guys.
Thank you, sir.
I'm
We
the
love
biggest
listening to
Lakers
you.
homer out there. I've always been the biggest Lakers homer out there, but people need to get a reality check right now.
We're not supposed to take your
The
call.
Lakers cannot compete with the OKC Thunder. They're not on their level.
Mm-hmm.
They're not going to be. And this is most likely going to be a sweep. We're all tired of Shea's antics, throwing himself on the ground. We're all tired of Chet Holmgren acting like he got hit in the jaw. It's pathetic. The refs were horrible. But let's face reality. We're not in the same class as them.
That is unfortunately coming into light. Now, when you lose
That was a good call, by the way. We'll rack them.
Yeah, when you lose 4 straight
Based
games
in
during the
reality.
regular season by an average of 32 points, do you not have an indication going into the postseason that one team is significantly better than the other team?
No.
No. Okay.
All right, there's another call on line
All right.
2.
Line 2. Good morning, line 2. What's your name?
Hey, it's Gilbert.
What's up, Gilbert?
Yo, Gil.
Hey, I wanted to say, I don't know what's going on with the previous callers, but the Lakers low-key are playing a game that they could win these games because if it stays low scoring, they kind of have a shot. I mean, if it gets up to 120, 130, OKC is blowing them out. But the Lakers are keeping it low. That's where they need to be. It's just they're not getting it done.
Hey, Gil,
Lakers
can
are
I ask
7.
Gil, can I ask you a quick question? When you say low key, the Lakers have a shot if they keep it low. They gave up 108 points in game 1. That's pretty good, right? Don't you think, Gil? Pretty good?
He's
108?
gone. He's gone.
Pretty good? Okay. But they gave up 125 last night.
Low
You just
key,
said,
though. Low key.
I know, but that's high key because you just said that if they keep the score low, they have a chance, but they can't give up 125 points, which is what they gave up last night.
They
Low
were,
key.
Yeah, that was his point, was that if they keep it low, that they have a shot.
But that's not working.
No.
It is working for 3 quarters. They just need to finish.
No,
They got to finish.
Unfortunately, it's
They
not
gotta
working.
finish.
It's not working in 3 quarters, though. They lost the third quarter by a large margin. It was like 32
That's
to
where
20.
things unraveled. What was with
36-22 in the third quarter.
Was that
36-22,
terrible
so it's not 3 quarters.
with
It was,
LeBron? That's when everything changed.
Yeah, no
so
Shea
not,
on
so
the
what
floor.
you're saying is that LeBron is not mentally tough enough to get through the refs having a bad game.
Oh, I'm
Is that what you're saying?
I'm not saying LeBron. I'm saying everybody else.
Oh,
Because
everybody
if you
else
look
is
at
not
LeBron,
mentally tough. Okay.
look what
You
he
can't
did
say
in the
something about
third and
LeBron.
fourth quarter. No, I'm just saying it. What mistakes did he make in the third and the fourth?
You said that after the foul.
I said that's when it turned for the team.
Right, but you said because LeBron got fouled, and that's when it all changed. LeBron was the one that got fouled in that situation.
Yeah,
so
because they figure if LeBron's getting fouled and there's nothing he can do about it, and he's getting these BS calls, then we're all screwed. That's what I think. I don't think it has anything to do with LeBron.
Of course not. No,
Tell him,
can't
Lance.
be. Can't be.
Tell him. I don't even know what we're talking about at this point.
Right, it's just the mental toughness of a bad refereed game and whether or not you
to be honest with you, I think that Austin Reaves and DeAndre Ayton in particular are two guys where it seems like they struggle sometimes with the mental aspect of the in-game scenarios. Am I wrong?
DeAndre Ayton doesn't fit in this series. He cannot match up against Hartenstein. He cannot match up against Chet Holmgren. They're too big.
Oh, here's the Sedano text.
Oh, yeah. He's telling us he likes it.
Riveting.
He likes it. He likes the calls. Sedano likes the calls.
All right, let's go to line one. Terry, I believe, in Riverside. Terry.
Come on, Terry. Give us something good, Terry.
Yeah, good morning, guys. It's Perry in Riverside.
Okay.
I usually call Mason in Ireland, and I
Well,
gave
they take calls. Yeah,
Ireland and Mason a hot take. Okay, so I'm the guy that said the Lakers should have never traded for Luka. Okay, we're losing this series right now because Luka's a bum, couldn't stay healthy, didn't get healthy till he got here, and everyone's like, saying that like. Nico Harrison made this huge mistake. I'm sorry. Luka's going to mess his franchise up, okay? If he stayed healthy and was in the series and played right and didn't complain the second he got here and actually played defense, it'd be a different story. But, hey, that's either here nor there. Lindsey's on to something, but I do believe the Lakers are only going to – it's going to be 4-2. I think the Lakers will win both games at home. But, again, we're in this situation because Luka's a bum. So we shouldn't be having this conversation.
Perry, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Do you think they would have made the playoffs without Luka?
I think if we would have spent the time, LeBron and a bunch of 3-and-D guys and athletic dudes, I'm sorry, that looks better than Luka and Austin on the floor. I'd rather have LeBron and a bunch of young athletic guys.
Okay. Call Mason in Ireland, bro. All right, line two. What's going on, man? You there?
Yeah, hello, it's Augie in Oxnard.
Augie, let's go.
Hey, Augie, let's go, baby. Come on, the 805 in the
I'm
house.
going to tell you guys what. Lindsey's awesome. We need that fire. Listen to you guys all the time. This is off the wall. How about getting a hat?
A hat?
What kind of hat? I mean, I wear hats every day.
ESPN hat. One of you guys.
Oh,
ESPN
you want an ESPN LA hat?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to put you on hold. We'll see if we can get you one. I don't know if we have some hats. I think we got hats back there.
We may not.
Sedano has made his point, okay?
His point was what?
Just about, like, infusing the calls. I don't think that our listeners are, like, properly trained for that, so. That's all. We don't
Here's
usually
why
take
they-
them,
and
so
here's
we don't know
why
how
train
to do
them.
it.
We got to train these people.
Here's why they're scared. Because they know we're going to come back at them. Whereas sports graffiti, which Mason and I would do very well, is sort of like they just go to calls and that's it. They don't respond. It's just like fast, rapid, boom, 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 boom. So.
I think you're also proving your point, though, that for everybody that sits in the YouTube chat, for anybody that's on Twitter that's got something nasty to say, just call the show. You're welcome to join. If today I was shocked when you decided to open the phone lines, shocked. But you know what? I hear good calls on with Beto in the post game.
Well, that's right after the game.
I even hear some decent calls with Beto and Michael before the game. So, I mean, you're in the YouTube chat and you want to get into it. Listen, I'm also impressed with this. You ready? I'm impressed with the number of people that have called thus far and said, you know what? Cut Lindsey some slack. She's on to something. People want to believe. Just pause on that for a second. If you are a fan of the Lakers and you knew going into this series that the Lakers had lost 4 times against Oklahoma City by an average of 32 points, you have no reason to believe that the Lakers can play with these guys because you don't have your top scorer. But people want to believe, and I understand that. That's why I picked them in 7, because I want to believe. But can I just say one thing? That after 2 games, it's pretty hard to believe. Now, if Lindsey's right, and I hope she is, they come out and they win on Saturday, at 2-1, you've got a series. You know, you watch any of these post-game shows, you listen to what James Worthy has to say. You listen to what Kendrick Perkins might have to say. You listen to the players, and they all say, well, it's still a series. Yeah, they're down 2-0, and yeah, they look outclassed. But you win one game at home, now it's 2-1. Then you go out and you win the next game, and you defend home court. Now it's 2-2. You go back to their place, they win, it's 3-2. You come back to L.A., it's now 3-3, and now it's Game 7, and who the hell knows what's going to happen. So I hope that that's right. People want to believe.
So what Lindsay is doing is, you're right, is the exact right thing to do, and especially for Laker fans to have a voice on this show that has some belief and truly, truly believes it. Unfortunately, with everybody else, how we are trained, how we want to be, and we ourselves, and be honest with ourselves and be honest with the audiences, we don't see it. And if we don't see it, I don't want to sit here and be lying to everybody, saying like, oh, yeah, I think they're going to do it. I truly believe Lindsay believes that they're going to win in 7, and it's all going to start tomorrow.
Gregory Arthur Bergman, I disagree. I don't believe that Lindsay believes.
Yes, I do. I really do. I really do, Cap. I think I think that they can get to 7 games, and once you get to 7 games, I don't think that anybody can predict what's going to happen because it's Game 7 and it's LeBron, and yeah, it's the defending champs. But again, Tyrese Halliburton. I don't know. I just feel like they would have gone a different way. You never know what's going to happen. And so I think they can take it to 7 games. That's my definitive belief. I'm not sure if they could. I'm going to say I would not count them out in a Game 7.
Let me ask you this question.
It's crazy
Lindsay.
to do that.
Let me ask you this question.
Let him get through it.
Just hear me out. Do you believe in Austin Reaves?
I don't know.
Okay. Do you believe in Marcus Smart?
Yes, I do.
Do you believe in DeAndre Ayton?
Not really. Kind of. I'm on the fence about him.
Do you believe in Jake LaRavia?
Not at all.
Do you believe in Rui?
Yeah, I do. After seeing how he's played the last couple games, yeah, I do.
Okay. Do you believe in Jackson Hayes?
No.
Do you believe in Luka Nard?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. So that's
funny right there. I also
what
believe
I've just
in
heard.
Bronny.
Yeah, you believe in Bronny.
Thoreau.
Okay.
Who else we got?
How you believe in Maxi Kleba?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, okay, interesting. So what I was going to get at is I don't think that you believe in the players on the Lakers. I think you believe in the most important thing, which is?
Well, it's not just LeBron. It's the way that he, one of the things that everyone's always said is that he makes the players around him better. We talked about this last week when we went through the Cavaliers 05 roster and the scrubs that he went to the playoffs with. Same thing with the finals in 2015 when there was no Kyrie, there was no Kevin Love, and they still found a way to win 2 games because I think LeBron's just got the leadership. He's got the ability to help lead a team to a place that they're not used to going. That's just what I think.
I agree with you.
I'm not saying it's just him single-handedly is going to carry the team. I think he makes the guys around him better, and he knows how to play to everybody's strengths, and assuming they're able to play the best they can and not have an off night and not make mistakes, which I know that's a big if, I think it can happen.
So the only problem is they're not playing against air. There are 5 other guys on the other side, and when those 5 guys come out, they bring in 5 new guys, and when those 5 guys goes out, then there's 3 other guys that you've never heard of before, and they're dropping bombs from everywhere. The issue is not that the Lakers. The issue is Oklahoma City. They got too many guys, and they're too good. And unfortunately, LeBron, as great as he has been, LeBron does not have enough with him to overcome this team. And if I'm wrong, which I hope I am, I'll eat it, okay? But I'm watching these first 4 games of the season, and I came up with every excuse. Game 1, they beat him by 35 points. LeBron didn't play. Game 2, maybe Austin Reaves didn't play. Game 3, Reaves and Luka both got hurt. Game 4, nobody was there to help LeBron, and the team was shell-shocked. That's why they lost 4 games during the regular season. Now you get to the postseason, and guess what? The Lakers have actually played better in the first 2 games of this series than they did in the 4 previous games during the regular season. You know how you know that? Because they lost by 32 points in 4 games, and they've only lost by 18 points. They've actually got 14 points better.
I just think it's a totally different team than what we saw in the regular season, and I don't think that you can...
Are they better? Are the Lakers better now than they were during the regular season during March?
Yeah, 100%.
During March?
During March with Luka? You really think that this team right now is
playing
better without Luka?
I'm not saying that they're better without Luka. I'm saying they're playing better than when they lost those games. Obviously.
When they went 14-2 in March.
You didn't say we weren't talking about.
He said March. He said March.
He was talking about the specific games against OKC.
No. He then said in March. Do you think they're playing better than they played in March?
overall, no. But again, I don't think that you can compare.
So do you
the two
think
things
that
in
the
playoffs.
team in March would have beaten the Thunder in a series?
Yes, I do.
A 7-game series, you think they would have beat the Thunder?
When they were, you mean like when they won? What did they lose?
14 and 2.
15 and 2.
2 games in March. Yes, I do. I think they could have beaten them. Yes.
Okay. So then, once they got to April, the first game, then on April 2nd, they played the Thunder before Austin Reaves and Luka got hurt. They were down by 30.
It's not good
to the
Jack.
Thunder.
Not good.
Also, it wasn't the playoffs. It's a different level of intensity.
True.
Right,
Absolutely.
and that actually benefits Oklahoma City, the different level of intensity. You know why?
That's fine.
Because they got more guys.
I'm not going to keep arguing with you guys about the same points over and over again. I think you understand where I stand.
I mean, look, again, we're
Get 'em,
happy.
Lindsay.
We're exactly get
Get
us.
us.
Tell us why we're wrong. It's a good thing that you.
I
that
just
there's somebody
explained
on
why
the show.
I think you're wrong,
No,
and
I'm praising.
you're bringing
I'm
up
praising.
things that are irrelevant. I don't think that you can compare.
But it's not irrelevant. You
Okay.
were talking about things that are happening within the series themselves. Now, as much because what Cappy's trying to say too
I just
is
think
that
it's different in the playoffs. That's all.
But it is.
Yeah,
but
it
what
is. It's
Cappy's
better for
trying
Oklahoma
to tell
City.
you is that all the guys that you're talking. Yes, exactly. All the guys that you believe
LeBron's
in.
also better in the playoffs than he is in the regular season.
So that goes back to Cappy's point about it. It's about LeBron. But the problem is that of all the guys that Cappy gave to you, you said you believed in maybe 3 guys on that of all the guys that he mentioned. But if you look over at the Oklahoma City side, you believe in basically all 10 to 12 of them because they all play together. They play well. They're one of the best offensive teams and the best defensive teams in the league.
Whoopie-doo.
Are we going to do the Lindsay segment or what?
I want to.
I mean, we can. I think we've been doing the Lindsay segment for the last 90
Okay,
minutes.
well, then we could skip it. We could do the Bergman segment.
No, we could do the Lindsay segment.
I'm just saying, you guys are getting on my case because I'm trying to explain why
That's
I
what
believe
radio
a
is.
thing.
That's what sports radio is. And Lindsay,
I know, but
Lindsay,
I'm explaining to you
40
why
minutes
I
ago, you were
believe
pulling
that.
clips of Cappy.
Right? Do you
from
want me to play those?
Sure, why not?
Well,
Did you find any?
Yeah, I have plenty of them, Cap. About you talking about how LeBron makes the team worse and they're better off without him.
Right, but what you said was that I said.
Right,
You were
and then
very specific.
and then I had to switch over to Rich Eisen and did not have additional time before we came back to find those clips specifically. I have 5 clips that are about you talking about how they're better without LeBron.
Right, but what you said was that I said was that the
you
Lakers
said
won't make
they
the
were
play-in.
in danger of not making the play-in. That is what you said, Cap.
Yeah, I don't remember. But again, I'm the guy who forgets everything after we get off the air anyway.
So let's play. Do you want to do the Lindsay segment or do you want to play the 5 clips of Cappy?
I think we should play the Lindsay segment because I think I've made my point pretty clear, and you guys keep coming up with different
realities,
as to
different
why
realities.
I'm wrong.
Lindsay,
Right.
I'm going to tell you something right now. Lindsay,
I still
I think you won.
I believe in what I believe in. You can't
I know
change
you do.
it.
We
no,
all
no,
want
Lindsay,
you to be right.
Lindsay,
We all
you
want
won.
you to
No,
be
you
right.
don't. No, you
You
don't.
won. No, we do. No, you won, Lindsay.
I'm just
You
saying.
won the debate.
I believe what I believe.
No, if this
Period.
were around the horn, you'd be the winner right now. You won the debate.
We'll win
get all the
once the
points.
Lakers win the next 2 games, and then you guys.
You
can
tell
just-
him. You tell him,
Shut it.
baseball. Lindsay, basketball, you tell him.
I can't wait till they win tomorrow, and on Monday they're like, well, they did look pretty good. They're on to something.
How long after the game tomorrow will you send a text to the group that says, I told you so?
You got to send the same text if they lose.
No, if they lose, I said I'm over it. I'll shut up.
All right. Time for the Lindsay segment. We like to play a TV theme.
Love you,
It's
man.
gonna happen. No.
You're awesome.
Tomorrow, May
Thank you
9th,
for being a friend.
back in 1992, the Golden Girls aired their series finale. This, of course, the theme song. Thank you for being a friend. B. Arthur. Which character was she in the Golden Girls?
Ruth?
Yeah, she might have been Ruth. She's a handsome woman, B. Arthur. Played Maude, too. Remember Maude back in the day? Anyway, you can follow her at Lindsay Baseball on Twitter or Instagram. Don't forget on our sponsor. I'm shocked we have any sponsors left after the first half hour of this hour. Hernandez Wholesale Flooring. If you're in the market for new flooring, shop at Hernandez Wholesale Flooring, where every day is a deal. No gimmicks. Call 866-62-FLOOR or go to HernandezWholesaleFlooring.net. No sale beats wholesale. Take it away, producer Lindsay.
Thanks, Christopher. Also, that's an indictment on me as to all I was doing was, you guys wanted me to make my argument, and I did.
No, I was an
You did a hell of a
indictment on
job.
the 7 calls that we took.
Yeah, I think that once again, I think if we're going to take calls, we got to make sure that we prepare those guys a little bit better because the whole going to the cold calls, that's just not working for us. We don't
We don't need scripted calls like the old Rome show.
We're not sports graffiti though, Get in and get out.
Yeah, our
and don't suck.
Yeah,
our
that's
callers
right.
aren't 85 years old. You're right.
That's true. It's a very good point. They're probably not even used to using the phone because honestly, I don't like phone calls. Who likes phone calls?
Cappy loves to call. Like
I like
hey,
to call on a payphone.
Cappy loves to call and go. So what's going on? And I'm like,
hey, what's the deal, man?
What's
Do you use a calling card when you use the payphone?
He called me yesterday mid-scrape, and I'm like, yeah, I'm scraping. Can I call you back? Yeah, I'm just checking in. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so Lindsay said,
Checking on you, pal.
Michael Jackson, his biopic is making his old songs hit the charts again. The movie obviously has been out for 2 weeks, which I think was a great movie. It's excellent. I recommend it. And so it's sending his catalog into record streaming history. So his U.S. streams have nearly doubled since the film has come out, jumping from 16 million to nearly 32 million streams in just 2 days. Billie Jean and Beat It both hit all-time personal peaks on the Billboard charts. And this week is on pace for the biggest solo streaming week in Michael Jackson's entire career. And obviously that's decades after those songs first came out. So I want to ask you guys, what's your favorite Michael Jackson song of all time?
Oh, this one's easy for me. Easy for me.
What is
No
it?
problem at all. Don't stop till you get enough, you know.
That's a good one.
All right. That's fine. You're clipping. You're clipping. So.
But that's pretty good, though.
I know,
don't you
but
think?
you're clipping.
All right, hold on. Check this out.
I
Check
went
this
down a
one out.
Michael Jackson dancing wormhole last night.
I've always liked You Rock My World.
Oh, that's a
You
good
Rock
one.
My World is good. Now, are you talking about Jackson 5 or just Michael Jackson
Just
solo?
Michael Jackson.
Just Michael
Well,
Jackson.
Man in the Mirror, and I Just Can't Stop Loving You.
Oh, yeah, good one. I just can't stop loving you.
But Gotta Be
yeah.
There by Jackson 5. That might be one of the greatest songs ever made.
I said the same thing. I said the same thing when I watched that, and I was like, "This is such a good song, so underrated." I think too.
We're all singing different songs now.
It's good radio. It's good
What do you
radio.
guys think is the best video, the best Michael Jackson video ever? It's definitely Thriller, right?
Well, yeah, it has
Thriller's
to be.
up there.
Oh, no, man. What was the one that we
Which-
always talk about with Magic Johnson where
Remember
they're in
that?
Egypt?
That's
Remember
the
the
time? That's
Yeah.
What's
pretty
the one
good,
where he
but it's
turns
no
into like a
Thriller.
big robot?
Aren't they in Egypt? Or are they doing like a remake of the Ten Commandments or something?
No, I think you're right. You're
Where,
right.
where Magic is the Pharaoh?
Black
you know?
and white is pretty good though when they
That's
go
a
through
good-
all the different faces.
What's the one where he actually where he leans forward and barely almost touches the ground? And comes
Captain EO?
Smooth Criminal? Yeah, Smooth.
Oh, Smooth Criminal.
Captain
What?
EO.
Captain EO was good, man.
Captain EO was great. I'm sad they got rid of Captain EO.
Yeah, they just got rid of it somewhat recently too.
Yeah, they got rid of it, brought it back, and I
Yeah.
think they got rid of it again. Yeah.
Bring it back. I bet you they will now.
No,
So you guys, none of you guys have seen it, obviously, right? The movie?
I haven't seen it yet.
It's really
Not
good.
yet.
And I was the guy that was like, I'm watching it. I'm going the first night it launches. Friday night, I'm going. Haven't seen it.
Well, it's good.
My world, you know.
All right, so
Captain EO, man.
speaking of Disney rides, do you guys hear that Utopia is going electric?
Yeah,
What
I
does that
hate
mean?
that.
What
I
does
don't like
Utopia
that
going
either.
electric mean? What does that
The
mean?
Autopia stinks like gas, and you can't walk by it without like.
Yeah, but it gives you that. It
having
reminds
an
me of
asthma attack.
childhood.
Okay,
No,
well
wait,
that's what I was
I don't
going
know
to
what we're
ask
talking
you.
about here. What
You
is
don't
an
know what
Autopia?
Autopia is?
Autopia, the little cars in Tomorrowland.
You can
Oh.
like you
Or
can,
not
you-
Tomorrowland. They're next to the Matterhorn.
Okay.
You can actually steer it, but you only go like side to side.
Right, I know that. Okay, I didn't know what you were talking about. Now I
Sometimes
got
it's
it.
fun just to go side to side.
Right.
Utopia, Autopia, whatever it's called.
Autopia.
So it runs on gas cars, and they're changing to electric, which to
Good.
me, I feel like that's a great idea because A, like it stinks. You can't like not be like when you walk through that area, and B, like waiting in line for that ride. Oh my God, it's miserable because then you smell like gasoline. I think it's great, but I was going to ask if like that's something that you guys would miss. Like, oh, I miss the old school charm of the gas cars.
No. You know, back in the old days, Chris, I don't know if you'll remember this, Greg, you too. Old school, you guys remember when golf carts used to use gas?
That's
And then-
before my time, yeah.
Yeah, and then golf carts went from Lynn, you remember, right? You said you were a golf
a lot
cart
of the BEV carts
person?
still do run on gas.
Yeah, they
because
do,
You
yeah.
need those gas motors.
So I liked it when it became electric. I never really understood why they had gas in the first place because you're not going very fast and you've got that rail in the middle and you're like Chris said, you're kind of going side to side. So yeah, I think it's a great move, and I'll bet you it costs a hell of a lot less money to fuel these things up with gas versus just using electric. That's a great idea.
What about when you have to charge it? Like, are they just going to shut Autopia down fully?
Probably,
so,
that's
like,
gonna
to
end up
charge
happening,
every
yeah.
single car for
No,
like an hour.
My guess is that the track that they run on is going to help power them somehow. Because nowadays, you see all the rides, they're moved by like magnets, I guess. Like the Rise of the Resistance. The
Oh yeah, that's a
floor
great ride.
is magnetic, and that's how it moves so smoothly. Obviously, at first it caused a lot of problems, and the ride was always shutting down. But I think they figured it out by now. So
I
they'll
would love to go to
probably do
Disneyland tomorrow. That sounds like a fun idea.
Why don't you do that?
Yeah, go
Can I
ahead.
do I have to make a
watch the Lakers
reservation?
game.
Yes.
I do?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. Take Morales. And
No,
Steph
we're not going.
You guys go hang
Take
out.
me
just
and
the four
Otis.
of you.
Me and Otis the bunny.
No, it's Mother's Day weekend. We got all kinds of plans.
Does Rachel
yeah?
like going to Disney?
You know that me and Rachel have never been to Disneyland together?
Really?
7 years of dating, never been to Disneyland together. And like 2 or 3 times, she was supposed to come with me and my kids on Christmas Eve. That's kind of our thing. And she was like, yeah, it's Christmas Eve. Go ahead. So, no, we've never been.
So who are you going to go with tomorrow?
Well, I would try and get her to go with me.
Oh.
You know?
the two of you?
Yeah, does that sound like a nice afternoon?
You guys can share a corn dog.
Well, that sounds like a pretty good idea.
8 inches.
Yeah, it's got to be 8 inches.
Speaking of sharing the corn dogs, Cappy, did you see that Keith Hernandez and the Mets booth, they copied your guys' whole lading the tramp of the hot dog thing?
See that, Christopher Morales? You
They
see that?
copied
Look
you,
what we've
and
done.
it went viral.
Yeah.
You guys set the trend.
Keith Hernandez could do things in the 80s that I could only dream of.
Mm-hmm.
That kid was a vacuum cleaner.
All right, we're watching the video right now, and let me tell you something. Right, those guys are lame. Me and Morales, we took down 22 inches of a glizzy, and we met nose to nose. Keith Hernandez took a bite. I don't even know who the other dude is. Okay, he finally took a bite.
They're not even close.
If those guys had any semblance of showmanship whatsoever, they would have done what we did. I wish we could find that video of me and Morales going nose to nose.
Find? It's not gone.
Where's it at?
It's played at like 7 of Mandy's, although we haven't had 7 of them, but you know what I mean.
Well, I'll just say this. I mean, if I were the ESPN LA account, I would send that video of Keith Hernandez, and I'd put it out on Twitter, and then I'd put ours in there and go, hey, boys, this is how it's done right here. Like two real men.
Yeah, real men.
22 inches
together.
Yeah,
Right.
they should have ate the hot dog sideways and touched lips. Is that what you want?
Listen, be a real man. If you're going to put down a 22-inch glizzy, don't take a bite.
By the way, if I ate 11 inches of that now with the heart meds I'm on, I would be in the bathroom immediately after because the heart meds would be like, red alert, got to push it all out.
Womp, 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 womp.
Remember when Funchy thought that he could actually complete the glizzy challenge and eat the whole thing, and he got like 1/3 into it?
Oh, yeah. But he ate the whole, the real dog.
Yeah, like the chili
with
and the
everything
bacon,
on it.
the cheese and the fries.
Competitive eater ate pretty quickly.
Oh, yeah. Remember Sedano proved that he could do play-by-play of
He did.
competitive eating.
And,
That's when Sedano came to remotes, not anymore.
Speaking of Funch, Cappy texted in the group chat last night, which was not even the correct group chat.
Yeah.
It was like the old Sedano and Cap show group chat. Greg wasn't in that.
I was not in that.
So what happened, Cappy? I want to know. So we just get in the middle of the game, there's a Sedano and Cap PM group chat from when we used to have the afternoon show. And Cappy texted, here, let me quote this.
It's like, hey, are Don and Mike going to be there? It
Yes.
was something very random.
It said, can Shane meet with Joel Monday at 3:30? And then Sedano writes, I'm guessing this is meant for someone else. And then Funchy just put a bunch of laughing emojis. And then Cap, the best part the last time we used this group chat was last November. So what happened, Cap?
So, you know how yesterday you guys were talking about how you have pictures that are assigned for certain groups or people, right, in your phone? Like in our group chat, the Sedano and Cap group chat, we don't actually have a picture assigned to the group chat.
we do.
We do?
It's you
It's a
picking
picture
your
of
nose.
you, your close-up on nose cam.
You're kidding me.
From Nosegate.
Yeah.
No way.
What do you
Somebody
mean?
just mentioned Joel Myers in the YouTube chat. Joel Myers.
Love Joel Myers. What a voice.
Yeah. Oh, Chris came in your eye. Said Morales can take down 12 inches, no problem.
Whoa. Be careful. Chris Kamen.
You did it once before.
I did do it, but that was a Yalva.
Oh, Beto says Joel Myers, bad guy?
Really? Is he a bad guy, Joel
Yeah,
Myers?
he's not a great guy. No, he's not a great guy.
He sounded like he smoked like 2 packs of cigarettes a day, like
He
Marlboro
probably
Reds. Yeah. So, Lindsay, what happened was there's a picture of that Sedano and Cap PM crew, and the picture is of me and Rachel.
Correct. From the Mandy's.
That was Mandy's 1.
No, it was Mandy's 2.
Okay, Mandy's 2.
And so I was going to text her, and I guess in my phone there's Rachel and her picture, and then below it is Sedano and Cap PM crew. And so I clicked on the picture of me and Rachel thinking that was our text, she and I. So I was texting her because her son had just arrived home. You know, the University of Arizona had finished and his freshman year was over. And she had asked me if I could help him with a job through a friend of mine's restaurant. So I had said to my friend Joel, hey, you got any work, dishwasher, busser, valet driver? What do you got? And he said, well, can he come meet on Monday? So then I wrote to her, hey, can Shane, her son, meet with Joel, the general manager, on this day at this time? And, of course, I screwed up and put it in the wrong text.
I don't know how you took the Mandy's picture. I don't know how you did that, Cap.
No, it was a big screw up.
Yeah,
it was a big screw up.
They did talk about that on unsportsmanlike this morning, the assigning photos to contacts.
I'm glad we can give them more content.
Yeah.
So they don't, they're doing 14 WWE interviews every morning. So.
Well, then they were going through all the famous ESPN people and seeing who had their own contacts, like, assigned to them, like, that they set themselves. And they were just kind of, like, naming off the people, like, oh, I'm surprised.
I'm just bitter because when Pat, the producer's not there, the show's not as good.
By the way, just so we're talking about text, Rachel just texted me. She wanted the code for Books. And I just sent it to her, ESPN 25% off. And big, by the way, shout out to our friend Darth Navarro. Darth Navarro of Temecula sent me a message earlier today and sent me his receipt from his purchase at Books. So
did you give him your phone number?
Yeah, that was your phone for sure. That was a text.
Yeah, no, he's got my phone number.
Amazing.
No problem. Yeah,
Is the
Darth
guy still
Navarro's
calling?
he's my guy.
Is the guy still calling you at 4 a.m.?
Oh, no, you know what happened? You're not
Oh,
going to
no.
believe this.
Tell
Oh, my
us.
God, you're not going to believe this. True story. Swear to God, true story. The dude who texts me and calls me at 4 o'clock in the morning, this guy yesterday sent me a text to me and my ex-wife.
What?
How does he have your ex-wife's
What?
number?
I don't know.
This
So-
is sinister, Cap.
I know. So my and to
Why
be,
did you tell us this a long time ago?
because we were talking
started
about
the show with
LeBron and
this.
referees
This is
and basketball.
incredible. This is incredible.
Can this be dealer's choice real fast?
yeah.
Hold on.
You know what? Sure, why not?
Dealer's
But it's
choice music?
The
Oh, yeah.
weirdest part of this whole thing is, and this is I'm kind of a little embarrassed to admit this. God, I say so many things on the air that I'm embarrassed about. I'm embarrassed about this. The dealer's choice, real deal, Christopher.
Yeah, brought to you by Seller's Advantage. Want to sell your house before you call an agent? Call Seller's Advantage. They'll buy it as is with a competitive cash offer, no repairs needed. They make selling easy. Call 888-390-AS-IS for a no-obligation offer or visit sellersadvantage.com. Providence Realty, DRE 01915-212.
So there's this one listener who I gave my number to, and he texts me at the craziest hours. 4 o'clock in the morning, he'll text me. 4:05 a.m., he'll call me. 6 a.m., he'll just start blowing up my phone. He sends me DMs with voice messages on it all the time. So just the other day, I get a text, and I don't have his number in my phone as his name. It's his number, so I don't recognize the number. But it was a text to me and to my ex-wife. Now the weirdest part of it is that in my phone, I actually have my ex-wife blocked. Like I don't even want to hear from her. You know, it's horrible to say. I feel so bad.
Sure you do.
No, I do. I do. I feel horrible. You know. And I said to the guy, so I wrote him back a text because I see his number, and he sends a video. He sent this video, and he's walking around some department store. He's like, "Yo, what up? I'm in the house. I'm in the hizzy. I'm here. I'm so hot. I'm like the hottest thing happening. L.A., San Francisco, San Diego. You name it. I'm the hottest thing going." He's got this thing that he does, and I wrote back to him and I go, "Bro, did you just text me and my ex-wife?" And he told me, I don't understand. His phone got hacked, and there's this guy that got a hold of his phone, and the guy's going to jail. But first, he hopes that he's in a jail cell with him so he can beat him into oblivion. And I'm like, bro, I don't understand. Like, how would you or how did my ex-wife get involved in all this? And she's blocked. There's like a circle with like a line going through of it. I don't know, man.
Cap, that sounds really weird. I feel like you gotta be careful, man. You might want to block that guy.
Don't be giving out your number anymore, man. Like,
I mean,
I'm totally blocking this
Cap,
dude.
that is
how
seriously
did he get
weird.
your ex-wife's number?
I don't know,
That's
man.
the more frightening
Actually,
part, actually.
Like, did he look up?
How does he even know her name? I don't even know her name.
I don't know, man, but I'm blocking this bro.
Yeah, that's.
How do I block this bro?
He'll get you on Instagram, though.
Yeah. All right, I'm blocking him.
That's scary, Cap. I'm a little worried now.
Yeah, I blocked the bro.
You need some security, man.
I blocked that bro.
Careful.
You know, Jim Rome used to walk around with security all the time.
Yeah, but he was 5'2".
Yeah, but he had this dude with him that also wasn't very big, but he looked dangerous. Like, I looked at that guy many times, and you go, Jim, what's up with this guy? And he's like, don't ask. I'm like, all right. If you say so, man. Hey, since we were on Dealer's Choice Real Deal, really quickly, I would like to take a moment to wish all the moms out there. Linz, I know you were back in Cleveland helping your mom over the last couple of weeks. Shout out to your mom. Bergie, I think mom's out in the valley, right? So shout out to mom. Christopher, to Angela. She's going to get that picture of Sedano this weekend in his trousers. And I'd also like to say to my mom, who's down in Florida, darling, I'm such a bad son. God, I'm a horrible son because I never go home. I never go visit my parents. It's like, hey, it's easier for you guys to come out, so I send them plane tickets. I got to go down to Florida and see my parents. I'm a horrible son. I really am. But tomorrow, when she get those books, she's going to be real happy knowing that her son and her grandchildren, everybody was thinking about her. So to everybody here's moms, to everybody who's listening's moms, just happy Mother's Day to everybody. And just one quick question. What is my responsibility to my girlfriend who is a mother on Mother's Day? Like, am I?
Well, you know.
Am I responsible on Mother's Day? I was able to buy a sex toy in a Walmart.
Oh, man.
That's the answer. That's the answer I was looking for. Thank you.
Kind of the answer to everything, really.
It really
I mean,
is.
Stephanie's a bun mom, so
she's a bun mom.
Yeah. She gonna get it. All right, you want to do a don't sweat the small stuff, or you want to call it after your story? And we're all worried now that you're not. If you're not here Monday, we'll know why.
Yeah, well,
seriously worried you're not
That's
going to be
very weird,
here.
Cap. Like,
If this guy did a reverse search, as somebody on the YouTube pointed out, to get your ex-wife's number, he probably has your address now too.
Oh, well, he probably already had that because of that time that Cappy's son sent out all those prizes with his return address.
I feel like DMing this guy, like, dude, what's your problem? But now I don't want part of it because I don't want him to kill me.
No, he'll find you too.
Can you imagine if he sent a text to like me and my parents? Hey, like, Mucho, what the F, man? Your son doesn't respond. Angela, here's a picture of my trousers.
Get that security, Cap. You know, Riz has security.
Oh, he does?
Really?
Yeah, Uncle Frank. That's what he calls him. That's his guy, Uncle Frank. He's the security guy. He goes to all the remotes with him. You need one of those. You need you an Uncle Frank, Cappy.
You know what? You're right.
Don't sweat the small stuff for Friday, May 8th, 2026. Set a positive emotional climate. Just like a garden that flourishes best under certain conditions, your home operates more smoothly when the emotional climate is well thought out. Rather than simply reacting to each crisis and circumstance as it arises, setting an emotional climate gives you a head start in fending off potential sources of stress and conflict, or a crazy listener that's going to stab you. Did you ever see the movie Psycho, Man?
This has gotten really weird. With
This guy's going to dress up as you and show up here on Monday morning.
I don't know, man.
You're going to wear your skin as a suit.
I blocked this, bro.
You should have done that a long time ago.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Are you going to stop giving out your phone number now?
Yeah, well, you know what I may do? I'm contemplating getting a new phone number.
You should.
I've had the same phone number for at least 25 years.
But then how's Hacksaw going to text you?
Well, he emails me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he emails me.
All right, everybody.
Come on, Lindsay. I hope you're right, Lindsay.
Enjoy the weekend. Enjoy Game 3 tomorrow night. Enjoy Mother's Day, Mom. Do it.
Sedano's going to take care of your mom.
We'll see you Monday morning at 7 a.m. Will we be reacting to a Lakers win?
Yes.
Or will we be counting down the minutes left on Monday before Game 4 and putting the Lakers out of their misery? That'll be Monday morning at 7 a.m. Have a beautiful weekend, everybody.